Spoiler playing the good stuff like we do every Saturday. Start it at 8 and run it until we are done. Let's get back into Lash Wednesday. This is the KGB-FM San Diego.
Let's continue now. Let's find our Cincinnati sinner of them all. Who will it be? 888-570-1015. That is your direct link to salvation, to purity, away from your sinful, heathenistic lifestyle. I know you want to be good. I know you want to be cleansed in my radio river of righteousness.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. What do you think? I'm not impressed with myself?
I understand that. Couldn't contain myself, Reverend.
Lash Wednesday. Here we go. Hello, you're on Lash Wednesday.
This is Tony.
Hi, Tony.
I'm sorry, Reverend Dave. Forgive me for I have sinned
All right.
and never that I've ever confessed.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you're finally having the courage to do that today here in Lash Wednesday. Tony, let's hear it.
Well, I was at school, and I noticed one girl had came back from a little vacation she took. She had surgery on her foot. We never got along, so I sized her up. And I kind of figured, all right, she's limping on her left foot.
Uh-oh.
So I ran up, and I've always been pretty big. I was about 180 at that time. And I run up, and I step on her right foot. Because I figure if I step on the right one, she'll have a hard time walking, being that she had surgery on her left foot.
So she already had a sore left foot, and you stomped on her right foot.
Well, I put, again, I'm 180, so I put all my weight into my heel.
Yeah, we heard you're a horrible person.
I come
you
stomping
bastard.
down on her left foot, on her right foot, and I stopped and I looked at her and I laughed and I said, "Hi, you can't walk no more," and I called her a female dog.
That's
And I
terrible.
ran off.
That's terrible.
You
she
ran
was-
off.
Yeah, and I
Coward.
was laughing and just, telling her, "Oh, yeah, I did, look what I did," and I was laughing my heart out. And she was sitting down crying. It looks like somebody had killed her dog or something.
Right.
And it turns out that I stepped on the foot she had surgery.
Oh!
Oh, you bastard.
Put your foot out. Put your foot out. What was that girl's name?
Dolores Patterson.
Laura?
Dolores.
Dolores.
Patterson.
Dolores. This is from Dolores. Yeah, I hope it hurts.
Dang.
Poor Dolores. Poor little gimpy Dolores.
It's terrible. Made her cry.
JD is next here on Lash Wednesday. Hello, JD. JD. Hello.
Oh, I forgot my fake name.
Well, he's on the trick line is the thing.
Oh.
JD, are you there? What is JD? Yeah, that's what I figured. What was JD's sin?
He told a group of people that our show was scripted and that Bromo was the brains behind the operation.
Genius. That's not a sin.
Crud, that's true. Darn it.
Funny.
That's how it works, darn it. Crud.
Reverend Dave is my bitch puppet.
Naomi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You're on Lash Wednesday, Naomi.
Okay. This was a while back ago.
That's all right. Doesn't matter.
Okay. A cousin came to visit us, and she kind of started getting all the attention,
Sound brown to me, I'll tell you what. Ready to be bent over.
I didn't like it, so kind of got jealous. So the next day, I prepared breakfast for me and her, and what I did is that I prepared a shake. And that day was raining, so, those worms come out.
Yes,
so
they love the rain. They come out and party.
I got some, and then I put them in the shake in the blender.
Oh. Well, protein.
And I'm embarrassed.
Does she know that she...
And
Does
no, she drank that. She never knew.
yeah, did
That I
she...
put in.
Did you ever tell her that you made her a wormy shake?
No. She just laughed and... Ow. Ooh, give me more.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bend you over the confessional. I'll pluck your eyebrows, draw them back on with a Sharpie. you some of the best 2 minutes of your life. Tell you what.
Wayne Drake.
Hello, what?
The Wayne Drake.
My son is the brains of this operation. That's why I got our $250,000 raise for him. Don't you remember? The brains of the
Wonder why he
operation.
got laid off.
Like, what idiot would believe that?
Here's Christina next here. Hello, Christina.
Hi. Sorry, I was drinking. Good morning.
Good morning, Christina.
I was just calling because I don't know why everyone thinks that this is like talk about my adulterous adventures day.
I know. I've already given a stern talking to them that it's not call me up and tell me where you boned your wife. It's Lash Wednesday. We're not interested.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I cheated on my wife. That's so exciting.
All right. Thank you, Christina.
Eternal.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
There's a chick who hasn't been drilled in a long time. Tell you what. Keith, you're on Lash Wednesday.
Yeah, this is Keith. I thought my girlfriend was cheating on me, so I logged on to her email, and I noticed that she booked 2 tickets for Humphreys with my best friend. So I went ahead and ordered online right away and got the 2 seats next to her and invited her girlfriend and her best friend to go on compliments of me. And they showed up, and they had a big cat fight, and they were all kicked out of Humphreys.
Awesome. Wow.
They still don't know how that ever came about.
Devious.
Cheaters never win. All right. Let's go with Nick next here on Lash Wednesday. Hello, Nick. Oh, it didn't pick up. Nick, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, Dave.
It's Reverend Dave, Lord Torn Cornhole.
Nick, I must tell you, I prefer Nick to Lord Torn Cornhole, but you did call me Dave.
Yeah.
Reverend.
Well, I did. I feel horribly bad about this. I paid a buddy of mine $200 to poop himself while wearing an adult diaper at a strip bar.
Oh, my God.
And they get a lap dance from one of the lovely ladies.
Oh, my God.
And I feel so bad for her.
Oh, no, look at you all. Look at you all. Are you so high and mighty up on your high horses that you forget that was actually a bet that we took here on the show like a decade ago?
Whatever.
No.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's a Brady
Mighty
trivia.
and amnesiac.
Don't you remember Atlanta? Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, the good old days.
Loser's got to crap his pants. And that wasn't even with the benefit of an adult diaper.
No,
You don't remember that?
Well, I recall it being theoretical. I don't remember anybody carrying it out.
I think it came pretty darn close if it was not executed with the Bromwoods years later.
It also led to the treatment that you had of a future television show you wanted to do.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Of the moment of truth.
Gambled and lost.
Just the look on the face.
It's impossible to produce this television show because you never know when a gamble and loss is going to show up. But the theory was if you could just have a camera on someone's face about 5 seconds before and 10 seconds after they gamble and lose. You know, they're at a party having a good time. That's right, Bob. I'll tell you what. That girl over there,
No.
Oh, no.
The closest it came was Steve Martin's face in Ruprecht in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
May I go to the bathroom, please?
Yes, you may, Ruprecht.
He didn't move. He didn't get up
up.
to the table.
Not in the eye, Ruprecht. That was hilarious, that scene where he played Ruprecht, the backward little brother. Banging on the garbage cans in his little prison cell. All right, Nick, that's a good one. Let's go with Nadia next here on Lash Wednesday. Hello, Nadia.
Hello, Reverend Dave. This is Lady of Nadia, and I have sinned.
Yes, I know all Nadias are sinners.
I am very much a sinner.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, put it this way. I was married to a man,
What'd she say?
Nurse man? I don't know. I
And
didn't.
she's on the trick line that has once again hung up.
She was 9 or 10 or something. No?
Shall we just take this button out of the phone? Should we just pry it out? I know it's not going to get fixed.
No, I'll have it busied out.
Yeah.
Just like 3 of our other phone lines that were down already.
Wow.
2 is broken, 11's broken, 8's broken,
And 13.
and 13's broken. Good.
Holy cow.
Someone asked me one time, why do you have 17 lines? That's so many. And I said, because half of them don't work.
Right.
So we can get 6 or 7 to work.
Yeah, exactly. Because when they start breaking, no one's going to fix them. Yeah, let them go. Just get 17. It's a dick. We go with Daniel next year on Lash Wednesday. Daniel!
Reverend Dave.
Daniel!
Come on, buddy.
Let's hear it.
I had this party a while back, about 10 years ago. I safety pinned my friend to the couch, between her toes, and it was funny as hell because on the way home, I was laughing and she was crying, asking me what happened, and I was just laughing the whole way home.
So she passed out drunk and you safety pinned her inside her clothes to the couch.
Safety pinned her inside her clothes to the couch and put matches between her toes.
Oh, the old matches between the toes.
Oh.
That'll wake you up.
Yeah.
You'd have to kill me.
What's the matter?
You'd have to kill me.
Why?
Because it's just waking up, somebody touching my toes, and just freak out.
Matthew.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
It's Reverend Dave, you sticky-fisted trunk tugger.
I'm sorry, Matthew, that you were outed as a sticky-fisted trunk tugger, but it's certainly better than being glossed as Lord Torn Cornhole.
Certainly.
Despite the fact that you are carrying a title. It's not just Mr. Torn Cornhole, it's Lord Torn Cornhole.
New material
That's tough. Let's hear it, Matthew.
Well, this actually took place many, many years before I'd actually joined the Navy. And we had gone to a party. And same group guys always going to a party, underage, bad stuff. But anyway, long story short, we had a guy that used to keep showing up to these things every once in a while. We wouldn't know who the heck kept inviting this guy over. Well, this one particular time, he came over and he had, let's just say, a little too much to drink, so he ended up passing out. And for some reason, we had this brilliant idea of taking him, putting him in the back room, and we were a little inebriated ourselves, so we pulled his pants down, unrolled a condom, put it on the end of a pencil, and kind of inserted it maybe about a half inch or so into his rear end, and left him in the room all night. So the next morning when he woke up, he came out of this room with this most peculiar look on his face. I said, what the hell just happened? And nobody said anything. We all just kind of looked at him. Let's just say that he never, ever showed up to one of our parties ever again. It was good stuff.
It would be bad if he did continue to show up.
Right. Like to get some more of that.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the constipated accountant.
Oh?
You worked it out with a pencil. Ruth. I was a number 2 pencil.
That happened to me at a meeting one time. Only it wasn't a pencil, it was one of those great big paint rollers.
It was during your brown period.
Shut up, Cookie.
Let me go with JD here as we get ready to finish Lash Wednesday here. Hello, JD.
Forgive me, Reverend Dave, for I have sinned.
What's
You already
okay?
heard what it was that I did. I don't know if you want to hear any of the particulars.
Tell me the particulars.
Well, we got the reason that we lied is my wife said goodbye to us. She was leaving this bar and grill, and my friend Paul and I we were staying there, and she said, "Well, see you later, Cookie." And some people had known that we were from San Diego, and they said, "You're not Cookie from Dave Shelley and Chainsaw." And so I quickly said, "Yeah, he is," to my friend Paul, and my friend Paul can kind of imitate Cookie. And so it just kind of went on from there. And they offered us like a free lunch if we would tell them, about behind the scenes stuff.
Wow.
And so we told them that Bromo was the brains behind it, and he would script your entire show. And the other 2 regulars were Cookie and Ruth. and that they had a special mic that anybody could sit behind and be Dave.
Interesting.
So funny.
And so they would just give us free beers, and we got a couple of burgers from it. And we thought that it would be able to, every time we'd go back up there, we'd be able to continue with it. But since Bromo's gone, I thought
Oops.
what better time to confess than
Right,
now.
right. That's a good one.
Wow.
All right, JD. I like that. Of course, we are not scripted.
No.
Now put JD on hold. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
And fade the organ music up. Page 3.
Stay up.
Okay, Dave, goes to the next caller now, please.
It's Reverend Dave, you putty-chinned worm burper.
Well, I'm sorry, puppet director, that you were glossed as the putty-chinned worm burper. But it is Reverend Dave.
Well, that's okay. I said that on purpose so I could say that while I was, impersonating Chris Boyer.
Right.
Shut up, Cookie.
No. Just go scam free beers off people.
Yeah, really.
All right, Altar Boyer.
Yes, Reverend.
Let's review the sinners for today and determine who indeed is going to be determined to be the sin-sinniest sinner of them all.
Well, we started with James, Reverend, who rubbed his junk on his boss's gum.
Why wouldn't you?
Of course. Ron had sex with his wife at the Elks Lodge in the toilet because it's so sexy in there.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl had a neighbor's dog that left a loaf, and she redeposited it on the neighbor's staircase.
Good for her.
Phil parked at the Home Depot and left something in the display shed.
Awful.
Paul had a happy ending massage. A caller who did not give his name cut off his brother's ear, taking off some duct tape.
That is Nate.
Nate.
Sinner Nate. And Ruth 66 wanted to know, Nate, did the true story about you de-earifying your brother ever come out?
Did your parents know?
It's several years later.
Many years later. Yeah. And did he get the hunk of his ear sewn back on?
Yeah, it was. It ended up being okay.
That's good.
But
it's hard to wear glasses when you don't have ears.
Abe's OCD roommate had flypaper hung over his head just so he could get tangled up with an early morning wake-up call.
Tangled up in glue.
Nice.
Thank you.
You do know those songs. Caller Dave, drunk at camp and screwed a buddy's girlfriend, Tanya. Flipped on the garbage disposal while her brother's long hair was being washed in the kitchen sink.
Oh. Listen to the girls.
That was
tell that hurts.
That's upsetting.
Oh, you didn't know that hurt.
All right.
Tanya, too, hung her brother by the belt on an engine hoist, left him there during a mock earthquake.
Earthquake drill.
Oh, Craig blackmailed his ex-girlfriend with naked pictures to get paid for some trip tickets. Tony stepped on a girl's good foot after the surgery, but it turns out he stepped on her bad foot. Naomi, her cousin, was visiting, and she put worms in the cousin's breakfast shake. Keith thought his girlfriend was cheating, so he bought concert tickets next to her with her cheating guy. Nick paid a buddy $200 to soil himself and get a lap dance. Daniel safety pinned a drunk girl to the couch. Matthew inserted a condom in a drunk guy's butt. JD told buddies at the bar that our show, scripted, and that Abramowitz was the brains of the operation.
I love that.
It's awesome.
Brains behind the operation.
That's funny.
How can that not be it?
Anything else?
That's all, Reverend.
All right. Altar Boyer, your vote. For the sin-sinniest sinner of them all.
Turned on the garbage disposal.
On the hair.
On the hair. That is Tanya 1.
Brother Chainsaw.
Well, since we didn't get even a royalty out of that ruse, the Bromo theory conspiracy.
All right.
That's what I'm
Got free lunch and free beers.
I don't get the free lunch.
I know.
Sister Shelley.
That's mine as well.
Oh, really?
Bromo the brains.
Sister Emily.
I was going to say the garbage disposal because that hurts.
Yeah.
But the Bromo thing is so original.
genius.
It's so original.
And Sister Ruth.
I got to go along with the DSC crowd.
All right. All right. Myself, I would have gone with a guy who paid $200 to his friend to poop his pants and got a crap lap dance.
Yeah.
But the room has spoken, and it's Tanya 1. Tanya, you're going to be the sin-sinniest sinner of them all today.
Yes, Reverend Dave.
Oh, wait, no, I've got the wrong one. I've got the... Hold on, Tanya.
You announced the wrong Miss America. Get back the crowd.
I did. This is terrible.
This is Marissa Tomei all over again.
That has never happened in 20 years.
See, it's not scripted.
Or he just can't read it very well.
Tanya, you got a vote, but not enough, is what I was trying to say. JD, you are the winner today. It's $101 for you.
World-class K-Rock.
KGB. I'm Christina Lopez on location at Saquon Casino, and I just found something even sweeter than chocolate. Winning! That's right. Now through April 20th, Saquon is giving away gumdrops, chocolate kisses, jelly beans, and $100,000 in cash. Here's Saquon's Candyman to tell you more.
Every Monday night at Saquon Casino, you could win up to $15,000 in cash instantly in our new $100,000 Sweet Tooth promotion. Club Saquon members get one free daily entry and earn additional entries playing slots, table games, poker, and bingo. Your free Club Saquon card is your passport to the fun, a trip through Candyland, and straight to the bank. Every Monday night, 9 lucky winners get a share of $100,000 in cash. Drawings are at 7, 8, and 9 p.m. Now that's a sweet deal.
Sure is. Satisfy your sweet tooth now through April 20th at Saquon Casino, San Diego's staycation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
It's been said that he buried a time capsule full of things that haven't happened yet. If he needs a quick escape, he just walks out the front door. His bear hugs are actually hugs he gives to bears. He's been pronounced dead 7 times. Make that 8. He can't be bought, but his beard clippings occasionally come up at auction. He's never lost a sock. If he disagrees with you, it's because you are wrong. He has never saved anything for a rainy day. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
You know that feeling you get when you step into your new car for the first time? What if you could get the same kind of feeling from your checking account? That's why Chase has come to California to bring you newness, possibility, options, and that new account smell. Open a Chase checking account today and let the scent fill the air. You'll immediately find that Chase is a much-needed fresh alternative to other banks. Our expansive network of hundreds of branches and thousands of ATMs will help us help you. We'll help you rethink how you save your money and how to get greater control over how you spend it, too. That's the smell of brand spanking new banking. Throw out your old account that probably smells of bottom of the purse deposit slips and old hat and trade it in for a brand new checking account. Chase is new to California, but we're not new to what matters in a bank. Stop by a branch or chase.com/CA to see how we can change your outlook on banking today.
Deposit products provided by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A., member FDIC.
When I shop at Bevmo, I know I'm going to get the most for my money.
I come a lot for the 5-cent wine sale.
You buy a bottle of wine, and for just a nickel more, you get the same bottle of wine.
I can't even tell you how many choices there are.
You can get everyday wines all the way up to really elegant wines.
I think you can be a wine lover and not spend a lot of money.
Bevmo makes it really easy to find a good bottle of wine at a great price.
Love the 5-cent sale.
5 cents. I mean, that's a bargain.
Every one of those nickels is a great bottle of wine.
Bevmo's Spring 5-cent wine sale is on now. Over 150 wines to choose from. Hurry in.
Conventional divorce is expensive. Have you thought about avoiding large legal fees with mediation? Then ask our expert now, Rich Gordon from a Fairway Mediation Center. Just log on this station's website, enter keyword expert, and Rich will personally respond. That's keyword expert.
It's back. 4 days only. The RV Super Sale at Qualcomm Stadium. It's the biggest RV event ever at Qualcomm Stadium. Hundreds of new and used motor coaches, travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, and tent trailers. Over 25 manufacturers. Winnebago, Beaver, Jayco, Forest River, Titanium, and dozens more. Over 100 models. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 10 a.m. till dark each day. The RV Super Sale at Qualcomm Stadium. Now through Sunday. Parking and admission are free.
Most kids are eager to grow up, but for nearly 80,000 California foster kids, growing means finding new shoes to replace those that are too small or worn out. To help, Sleep Train is collecting new shoes for foster kids of all sizes, but they can't do it without you. Bring your gift of new shoes for boys and girls to any Sleep Train. Visit sleeptrain.com to find the store nearest you. Sleep Train knows not everyone can be a foster parent, but anyone can help a foster child.
It's the kind of event your friends and family look forward to each year, and it's finally here. It's Gina Cunningham for Cunningham BMW. For 3 days, this weekend only, you're invited to our preferred savings event. And when you see the prices, you'll know why it lasts just 3 days. There is no negotiation necessary. Every vehicle will be clearly marked with exceptional savings. Right now, we have our biggest selection of new BMWs ever. Plus, we'll have appraisal experts on hand to give you generous offers for your trade. And BMW will make your first 2 payments on nearly every new 2009 BMW we carry. That's up to $1,500. On select new 2009 models, BMW Financial Services is even offering financing as low as 0.9% on approved credit. But understand, our preferred savings event will absolutely end on Sunday, March 29th. The ultimate customer experience at Cunningham BMW. Minutes from almost anywhere in San Diego, or visit CunninghamBMW.com. First 2 months payment program excludes M3, X6, 7 Series, and diesels. Each monthly payment cannot exceed $750. Offer expires 3/31/09.
I wake up with my radio, shower and make up with it, drink coffee and take off with it on my arm. Sticky rhymes running through my days. Take my radio to go and go where my radio plays. However and wherever you listen, radio keeps you company. To learn more, go to radioheardhere.com.
Brought to you by the radio industry and the station. To remind you that radio is heard here. Radio is heard everywhere.
On TV, Chrissy Russo is hot in HD. Fox 5 Morning News.
101.5 KGB, Dave Shelley and Chainsaw Show. It's Boyer playing back the good stuff for you on a Saturday. You can podcast our entire show Monday through Friday at 101kgb.com or check out the best stuff while you're driving around on the weekend. It's the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Show. This next bit, Dave's News, plus we'll take emails and what to suggest to a grandfather who's just turned on his computer and hooked it up to the internet, and Jack Bauer inflections. This is the 101.5 KGB Best of DSC.
Okay, a bunch of email coming into the show. DSC at 101kgb.com. Dear Dave, I saw something odd yesterday that didn't make it to the news. I was wondering if Shelley or someone might know something about it. I was walking on Ronson Road near Convoy. That's Kearney Mesa, is it not?
It is.
About 5:15 yesterday afternoon, there was a dead guy lying in the street.
God.
Partially under a parked car. A lone cop was guarding the body. There was no ambulance. Came back 10 minutes later. Other cops were pulling off their plastic gloves. And there was a van nearby they'd stuck him in. It didn't make it to the news or anything. Happened across the street from where they keep the UPS trucks. You guys know anything about this?
Let me look on local news.
I hadn't heard anything.
I didn't either.
Listener Wally checking in. Wants to know what happened. Sounds like maybe someone...
our Wally?
Run over or something. I don't know.
If you're just walking down the street, oh my God.
I don't know.
How horrifying.
Dear Dave, my 76-year-old grandpa, that is, my 76-year-old grandpa, recently started exploring the wondrous world of the internet, and he quickly realized the availability of ease of every form of debauchery and depravity known to man.
Oh, no.
Last week, he asked me, what should he type in for good old-fashioned down-to-earth filth? So I told him, Google 2 girls in a cup.
Oh, no.
Can't wait to hear Grandpa's reaction.
Jeez.
Your phone's making noise again.
I'm trying to find information on the story.
Oh, okay.
What was that old funny grandpa's name that you
Art.
Grandpa Art, the filthy talker?
Yeah.
You wore your button finger out, didn't
I know.
you? You couldn't put him on the air.
Sent me to an early retirement.
I know it.
It was so funny and feisty.
What I have for you so far on the web today, and there's a lot more coming, a lot more stuff is coming. at 101kgb.com. Type in the keyword Dave. It will take you to some very cool time-lapse videos showing nature at work. If you want to see the wonders of nature, check out Cindy Crawford modeling shaving cream and nothing else.
Whoa.
43 years old, and look at that chick rocket.
She just gets better every day. It's not fair.
I know it.
I
mean, she's so pretty.
I wouldn't say that, but she's doing fine and dandy.
Same with Christy Brinkley.
I know
Holy
it. She's
cow.
just so pretty. I'm just like prettier every day.
Oh, Cookie.
Just saying.
One hell of a sexy stripper is on our website, 101kgb.com. Keyword Dave. And then there's a flyer, and you're not going to believe this. There's a flyer for an autism benefit going on at the Belly Up Tavern. And across the top of this flyer, in big letters, is the name of the band. Guess who's playing at this autism fund? Slightly Stupid. And the folks at the Belly Up just figured out now that,
Yeah.
and Slightly Stupid even spells their name, STOOPID.
Yeah.
And it's in big letters, Slightly Stupid, tonight at the autism fundraiser.
Oh, God.
That's the kind of stuff that shows up on The Tonight Show.
I was just thinking
Leno's
that.
going to get his hands on that.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, someone's going to send him that. And I got some other good stuff coming your way. You're going to love it, Shelley. There's a billion pictures of dogs.
Oh,
And the topic is, if dogs could talk,
I love it.
what they say. And there's another one I've got coming to you. There's a dog that can walk on its two front legs while whizzing on a wall.
I've seen this.
And it's not only amazing that the dog walks on its front legs and whizzes, that dog has a bigger bladder than Chef Paul Prudhomme. And it's a little dog.
I know it.
He's all bladder. He's all bladder. There's no other internal organs in that dog. And his counterweight is all messed up. He walks on his front feet.
It's amazing.
Remember earlier we were talking about DirecTV? And they struck a deal to the tune of $4 billion with the NFL. And I guess now, and I'm guessing on this.
Right.
I think there's a slightly better than 50-50 chance that I've got this right. The deal is for DirecTV to bring you any football game you want. You don't agree with that?
That's how I understand.
I don't want to speak because I don't know exactly. Mike could talk about this because he bought it, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I got an email from a guy who says, Dave, it's about $260 for 256 games. That's $1 per game.
Wow.
Sure, there are loser games, but come on. $1 per, I'm in. And that is listener Bill listening to us in Sacramento. We also want you to know that our Joke of the Day brackets are up. If you go to 101kgb.com. Maybe they aren't up yet.
They aren't. I just clicked on it, and it says
Coming
up
soon?
at noon.
Okay, lunchtime today.
Yeah,
Perfect. Take a
it's
lunch
cool.
break and check out the Joke of the Day brackets. Your directions to them are 101kgb.com, keyword joke.
Yes.
We chose 16 honeys, and it's going to be up to you to vote. And you can vote on this until Monday at the end of the show, 10 o'clock. We will announce who are the Elite 8 that are moving on. All right?
And then we'll tell you then what the next round and what the deadlines are. But it goes through next week, and we're going to crown a champion. It's going to be awesome.
It's the Joke of the Day brackets.
Yes.
Everyone is represented. Deputy Program Director Barney, The Godfather, Skeeter,
Yeah.
Edith,
Chester. Edna.
Chester and Edna, Zippy and Bobby.
Barney, Floyd, I think you mentioned. And, the Joke of the Day bracket is coming today at noon.
Even Red Fox 4 and Bravo Leader. Sorry, Bravo Leader.
Yeah. It's me, the cat.
Oh.
Sandpaper Sammy. Now, Sandpaper Sammy, I have to tell you, Shell, that we decided, okay, do you want to make them all like, the mainstream jokes, or should we put one Cinderella dirty, awful,
Vile.
one?
That's it.
Vile.
And that's the
so
one.
So we picked one, the vilest joke, just as a curiosity to see how it'll go. But Sherlock and Dr. Watson, I think you mentioned, Jesus of Zacky Farms. It's great stuff.
All right. one more email I want to read to you regarding yesterday's Off the Air with Mal Hall.
Mm-hmm.
This is another segment at our website, 101kgb.com. Off the Air with Mal Hall is a feature where Mal goes around the building with a video camera.
Right.
And he's even started putting together some little mini videos, not just an interview. He's got production values. He's got a computer program. He's editing. He's doing all kinds of trick stuff.
I enjoyed the Ruthie one.
Yesterday's Off the Air involved Mal asking us some ghetto slang terms and ask us to use them in a sentence. How did you do with it?
I think I was 3 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you know shorty?
No.
Do you know what shorty is, Ruth?
SHAWTY. You like your girlfriend.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
Small woman.
You're right. And you know what? He spelled it wrong.
Oh.
He spelled it SHORTY. Check out this, because he gave me this list of words.
Uh-huh.
And it was like dog and, money and tight and shorty. But he said shorty. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that is.
Shoddy.
I said shorty is when I go into Starbucks and I say, I'd like an espresso and one of those little shorty cups.
I know it.
So I cracked up today, Dave, says the email from Josh. Watching Off the Air, where you all try to use slang correctly, not because of your attempts at blackness, but because of Mal's total whiteness. There he is in the background making fun of Dave for saying dog, D-A-W-G. One of my favorite cartoons was Deputy Dog. Then he demonstrated his complete lack of blackness by saying, that is not the correct connotation.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had to look those words up himself. Love your show like Boyer loves big, shiny, red male genitalia. Very good.
Big old picture of the butt plug. I mean, the butt plug.
Yeah,
what's on your mind? Oh, I can see. I am your mind.
Well, it's your birthday. You're allowed to think about what you want.
Well, I got all distracted. I started watching the sexy stripper, and right when I was going, oh my God, I can't watch this right now. And I was just getting ready to click away, but
yeah, you ought to see that for yourself. 101kgb.com, and the keyword is Dave.
A little distracting.
All right, Nadia Sulman.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
It's not.
Get rid of her. Get rid
This
of her.
is a story
Get
that
rid of
has captivated America, and we
No,
want to know
we
all
hate
the
her.
nuances because we care about those 8 children.
You know, she used to be a stripper.
No. We see the illumination, girls. We want to hear the story. Stop. Scotch tape on standby. Stat. Don't tear it. We want to know. We want to.
No, we don't.
No, we've got to know.
No, we don't.
Jack Bauer wants to know.
Jack Bauer.
Do you want to hear about how she was a stripper?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm sick of this woman.
I am
Too,
too.
but I want to hear this.
I have actually heard people wish her dead.
Oh my God.
I have. I've heard it happen.
In this room.
I've heard people wish her dead.
That's unchristian.
Who wished her dead in this room, Boyer?
Me.
Boyer did.
Well, Boyer took it a step further.
Boyer and Shelley both wished
I just want her to go away.
dead.
Wow.
It's horrible.
That's how much she is just annoying and offending people. Well, yeah, she was a stripper. She said, I was 18 and very experimental in my life.
Oh, boy.
Shut up. God. Shut up.
Get to the good part.
No, wait. See,
Get to the good part.
See?
What good part?
And now she refuses to take off her top and do a reality show.
I know.
Reformed whores are the worst.
There's another one of my catchphrases.
It's a fact. Oh, there could have been so much more in that story that we'll never know.
All right, I'll tape it back together for you.
Jack Bauer.
You know he's doing this now in the office?
Oh, no.
He's doing this in the office.
Oh, no.
At the most inappropriate times. I mean, there was a perfect chance for him yesterday. He
Right.
says, what day is today? And I looked at him. I was like, it's the 24th.
Right.
You know, I thought for sure he was just setting me
pick
up.
it
So he
up,
could,
yeah.
23rd.
Right.
But instead, he was all confused and goes, okay, so it was yesterday the 23rd? But instead, we'll be sitting there going, all right, now we have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow. And all of a sudden, he'll just go, Jack Bauer. It makes no sense.
Jack Bauer.
He just flops it out.
Jack Bauer Tourette's.
Exactly.
You know, you're out having a meal. Hey, could you pass
Right.
the salt? Yes, of course. Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer doesn't have time for condiments.
It's my life. Jack.
That other
Jack
day,
Bauer doesn't have time for salty seasonings.
Jack Bauer. Season 7.
That day he kept saying it on the air the other day, whenever that was. Afterwards, off the air, he kept, it's the only thing he said. He just walked down the halls and went, "Hey, Cookie, Jack Bauer. I'm Jack Bauer," and I'm yelling at him, "No, you aren't. Jack Bauer." That's all he would say.
If you use the proper inflection, you can use Jack Bauer for anything.
Yeah.
Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer. How are you?
All right, let me try. Let me try. Hey, it's my birthday today.
Jack Bauer.
Doctor called. My test turned positive.
Oh, Jack Bauer.
I've got to go back. I think I left the iron on.
Jack Bauer.
Does this look infected?
Jack Bauer.
Uh-oh, I gambled and lost.
Jack Bauer. See what I mean?
Okay, there you go, folks. Anyway, back to Octomom, the stripper.
Jack Bauer.
She says, I hadn't even kissed a boy, but I entered a lingerie contest at a club. I danced in lingerie. Then when I was 19, I went to a club and worked as a topless dancer. I only did it one night, and I quit when they wanted me to give lap dances. But one of her coworkers recalls it differently. He says, Nadia and I danced nude together in strip clubs for 2 years.
Oh.
We also did the raunchiest bachelor parties. Nadia still denies it just by saying I was a topless dancer and that's all. How many strippers did it for one night and quit? Come on.
If they did, they would never bring it up again.
No kidding.
I smoked it once, but I did not inhale.
Yeah, come on.
She says, I posed for topless photos and says, quote, now I'm worried. I know the photos were taken of me at those clubs and I'm terrified that they'll be published.
And I won't get any money for it.
Did you pick up on that? Those clubs.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to be a topless dancer for one night at multiple clubs.
She's just a psycho.
Yeah, she is nuts. And
now you can.
There.
I think you finished it.
Yes.
Scarlett Johansson's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, just told MTV he enjoyed shooting the movie Adventureland with Kristen Stewart, since it brought him one step closer to the man he adores, Robert Pattinson. When asked to elaborate, Ryan said, are you kidding? Robert Pattinson, in a word, he's dreamy.
I know it.
He says, look, I'm not gay, but I'm thinking about it.
He's so good looking.
Boy, the two of them together. Oh, my.
Now, who is Robert Pattinson?
He's the star of Twilight.
Oh. No wonder I don't know who the hell he is.
Thick eyebrows. There's pictures on all the posters.
Oh, I know. Well, he's all over the place, stupid cookie.
I know what Jack Bauer looks like. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, he is dreamy.
Lindsay Lohan just did an interview with E! Online, and she said, quote, I'm fed up with people telling lies about me. I'm really a good person.
Uh-huh. Brother.
I'd like them to know that I'm a really good person.
I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and I
Liar.
don't lie.
Liar.
Hey.
Pants on fire.
Well, that I've got. Fire crotch.
God.
I love to act and write and be creative, and I want to help people by playing characters that send a positive message out to whoever needs it.
Oh, brother.
If people would just leave my personal life alone, it's really not that interesting, then I could land a great role. I'd like to have my own charity, do work overseas, be in Oscar-nominated films, write movies, design clothes, make music, and write books.
I know it.
Shut up, God.
We're sick of you, too.
And I could do it all if people would just stop accusing me of being spoiled and unprofessional.
Oh, brother. Well, quit acting like it then. They'll quit talking about you. If they quit talking about you, you would never get a
That's
job.
right. Don't you hang out with the Octomom?
I heard on E! that she wrecked the new Maserati you told us about that she just bought.
I'm not surprised.
Probably because she was straight and not drinking.
Well, final thing I'll give you before we get to Shelley Dunn's half-baked crackpot news. Ruth 66, this is your birthday present. I'm going to talk about your favorite television show, Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, God.
I love
I
that
know
show.
it. I know
I
it.
especially hate it this season.
Oh.
If I was watching it, I'd have to quit after last night.
Oh, Ruthie. Why? What happened last night? Did you
Women were
watch?
overjoyed last night to see Denise Richards get her ass booted
They were?
off Dancing. Women don't like this girl.
No.
Women don't like this girl
Why?
because she's a creep.
I'm such a lesbian.
She's terrible. Have you ever seen her show? You ever seen her
Yeah,
reality
it's-
show?
it's pretty-
She's awful.
Yeah.
She's awful. She's great to look at, but God, she's just terrible.
The snippets I've seen of walking by through the room is that her deer in the headlights. She doesn't seem to be enjoying herself.
I was trapped with it a couple times. I watched a couple episodes, seriously.
And?
She's awful.
Yeah.
She's awful. She's every bit as bad, if not worse, than the Kardashians and Paris and Lindsay and all their awful behavior. She's terrible. Terrible person.
Charlie, what were you thinking?
He's thinking he wanted to hit that.
Yeah.
Hit that, but don't marry it.
She gives off a vibe that women don't like.
That is a fact.
It's really hard to find a woman who will praise her. Listen to these comments. Someone said, I was jumping around yelling, skank off, skank off.
Oh, I wish I had some skank off.
And I'm telling you, remember Cass, who loves to dance?
Yes.
Our sales manager, Cass, who loves to dance. She gets up and dances in front of her TV on Dancing with the Stars. Hates Denise Richards on this show.
Oh my God.
She only couch dances when Denise Richards is on the show.
I don't understand this because they kick off 2 weeks in a row, the first 2 weeks, 2 hot chicks, and they keep that goofy Steve-O and that big fat Steve Wozniak guy who were just like lumbering elephants the way they dance.
But that is more interesting, more train wreck than Denise Richards trying to show us, I'm very limber. Look at this. I can put my leg behind my head.
I'd rather look at that personally. I'm such a lesbo.
Well, you can see that anywhere.
It's a realistic thing that we love to see annoying people fail.
Right. And there are beautiful women on that show regardless. The professional dancers are gorgeous.
Right. Denise Richards is an annoying person.
Yes.
To most women, and they love to see failure. They love it.
Yep.
That's a fact. So
it's survival of the fittest, David, so that we can get the best sperm for our best offspring. It's hardwired in.
Another girl said she'll be so desperate soon she'll be back on The Dog Whisperer. Until Dancing with the Stars, her appearance on Dog Whisperer was her high water mark.
Oh, and that was a wreck.
Was it? You watched it.
She has 3 little dogs that control the house and never get taken for walks, so they burn off all their energy by eating the furniture and biting all the guests.
How hard is that to figure out?
Of course, 30 seconds after Caesar walked in, they were perfectly behaved.
That's funny.
Do you know 10 years ago, Caesar, is it Milan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He snuck into this country from Mexico without a nickel, and now he's a multimillionaire. Look what this country can do for people.
It closed the border.
He's an American citizen now.
Suckling off the teat.
Well, he did break the law.
He should be in jail.
Love that guy.
He's, you know what? He's somebody who has made a fortune in this country and obviously is.
My husband had a health concern a month ago.
Mr. Thompson, everything looks good.
Oh, thanks, doctor. Turned out to be nothing, but it got us doing more for our health.
Stretch.
Like morning exercise and taking silver.
Centrum Silver multivitamins are age-adjusted. They help protect your health as you age with key antioxidants and other nutrients that help protect the health of your heart, eyes, and bones.
Things have sure changed around here.
Age-adjusted Centrum Silver. Take along with a healthy diet and exercise. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome to
It's KGB and Q103. Ruth, your boy Kobe Bryant can't stay out of trouble.
What now?
Now Kobe Bryant's former housekeeper is suing he and his wife, contending she was harassed and humiliated, denied health insurance, and forced to quit because of intolerable working conditions.
Wow.
In one instance, Maria Jimenez says Kobe Bryant's wife, what's her name?
Vanessa?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Ordered her to put her hand in a container of dog crap to retrieve the price tag of a blouse.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Jimenez filed the lawsuit on Friday in Orange County Superior Court. She says in court papers that Vanessa badgered, harassed, and humiliated her in front of Kobe, the couple's kids, and other people.
Dang.
She said the couple failed to provide health coverage as promised when she was hired. She said she didn't learn she didn't have it until she became ill and sought medical attention. This action seeks unspecified general, punitive, and special damages, as well as back pay and overtime. that this cleaning woman says she is owed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kobe's lawyer said in a statement says the allegations are totally unfounded and patently false. Of course.
Take it out of context.
What do you suppose they're going to say? Oh, you got us. The 48-year-old housekeeper says she's owed more than $20,000 in earnings that were wrongly withheld, as well as unpaid overtime and penalties for not being paid properly. After she quit, she said she asked again about medical insurance, which she said had not been purchased as promised, and she incurred in medical bills $127,000.
For what?
She said she had a back injury and surgery to remove an ovarian cyst.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
That might do it, yeah.
That's probably...
Oh, easy.
Well, how'd she pay for it?
She probably didn't.
I don't know. My doctors like payment when I come.
Me too.
In and out. Some of them before they even do anything.
There's a big sign that
Right,
says, hey,
payment.
by the way,
Yeah.
you better pay.
You leave that appendix with us unless you're going to pay.
Damn right.
Wow.
$127,000 in medical bills.
Wow.
What's she complaining about health insurance for if she didn't have to pay for it in the first place? Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not like you had to pay. What do you care? I paid for it, apparently.
Right. Yeah, every time you get a $68 aspirin in the emergency room.
So anyway, I don't know how much that $127,000 worth of medical expenses came out of having to put her hand in a bag of dog crap.
Gave her an ovarian cyst, evidently.
Apparently. And back pain.
Damn it. Well.
Broke my back doing that.
My goodness.
How do you think you'd just pay it and get it over with?
Yeah, you'd think you'd be used to that.
Do you guys remember the story I told you yesterday about the guy who called 911 because his wife had handcuffed himself or her to him?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got the 911 call.
Excellent.
Have you heard it?
No.
Let me see if I've got it here because I was listening to it yesterday and I was like, well, that's got to be played on the show. This poor guy. I mean, you will feel bad for this guy when you hear this if I've got it. And guess what?
It's gone.
Don't have it. Emily, will you see if you can find that for me?
Sure.
It was in Fairfield, Connecticut. I had it as of yesterday. I must have linked myself to the wrong thing. Oh, this poor guy. He's like, The 911 operator is like, what's wrong? And he's like, I'm handcuffed to my wife. Well, can you get out of the room? No! I am handcuffed to my wife.
And they'd fought or something like that. They had a big battle, right? And that was
She was
her way
biting
of-
him.
Yeah.
She was biting him, and you can hear it happen. You can hear him start screaming when she bites him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can you hear the chomp like on the cartoons and those teeth go together?
You don't hear that. But I'll provide that with a tape if we get it. I will add that. I've got a Dino bone bite.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what Dr. Phil recommends.
No.
What does he recommend?
You need counseling.
Yeah.
Well, any moron can say you need counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we get the tape.
That's the one.
You're not going to leave me.
It's a great sound, isn't
I know,
it?
yes. I just know exactly what it is.
So you remember you were doing this news story about this New York City radio guy that was stabbed to death?
Yeah, George Weber.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I have the story.
Yeah, it got a little more bizarre yesterday.
A teenager, 16-year-old kid with a website where he describes himself as a sadomasochist.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
And features pictures of his knife collection.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 16, you said?
Yeah, he's 16. Oh. He was arrested yesterday.
Damn.
In the stabbing of this guy. They met on the internet. Cops say that this guy, John Catius,
Okay.
I guess, confessed to killing George Weber right after being taken into custody in New York, where he was hiding out at a friend's home. Cops said at a news conference the meeting between the suspect and Weber, who's 47, involved an exchange of money. Basically, what they said was they were getting together to have rough and tumble sex for $60.
Oh,
that's it.
A law enforcement official,
That's way too cheap.
speaking on condition of anonymity, said Weber had offered him $60 to have rough sex.
That's pretty cheap.
Hey, tough times, Ruth.
Yeah, there's a
It didn't
recession
turn
on
out to
Ruth.
be a great deal, turns out.
I don't know if you heard. Well, he got way more than his money's
He
worth.
did, actually. It got a little rougher than he
You're
thought.
supposed to have limits, and a safe word for that kind of thing. And
Well,
one
maybe
of,
it's his first time and he doesn't know.
one of your limits is, well, you can't kill me. I won't go
When
for
the
that.
safe word is stop stabbing me.
They found his body Sunday in the bedroom of his Brooklyn apartment after his bosses were like, hey, well, how come that guy's not coming to work? They aren't sure how many times he was stabbed.
Holy cow.
It was more than 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he was bound at the ankles with duct tape.
wow.
And it tried to fight back.
On a MySpace page, this kid has posted a series of pictures with various knives, one with the caption, "Love this blade." Describes himself as a very easy person to talk to, but an extremist, an anarchist, and a sadomasochist.
Okay.
That's my kind of guy.
You want to just hang out and have a couple of beers with that guy.
Damn, it's 16.
He says, as long as you show respect for me, I will show respect for you. If you disrespect me, I will break your neck.
Damn.
Well, he disrespected him, Ruth.
Well, he gave him money. That's respect.
All right, I have the 911 tape of this guy who got attacked by his wife. Check this out. It's so weird. This is from Connecticut.
I love you. I love you more.
That doesn't sound that bad.
No, I love you more. I got you Sinupret.
They don't sound like they're fighting. Oh, sorry, this is the commercial that plays first.
And it helps strengthen your immune system.
Mommy and a daughter are lying in a meadow with flowers.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you know what the commercial's for?
Douche.
I don't even know.
It's like they put the best of nature in a bottle.
Yes.
Now everyone can breathe easier with safe, natural, clinically proven Sinupret for kids. Give it to someone you love.
All right, here we go.
My wife has handcuffed me. I need assistance right away.
What happened?
My wife has handcuffed me. She's attacking me. She's handcuffed me. Pair of handcuffs.
I got to be careful on this because I think he starts cursing like a crazy guy.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
She has handcuffed me. She's attacking me. I have not done anything to her. She has a record of violence. Please come and help me get out of here.
Okay, where is she, sir? Where is she now?
I'm holding her down so I can call you. Please send someone.
Is there any way that you can lock yourself in another room?
God.
She's handcuffed herself to me. Please send someone.
I feel bad for this guy, but sometimes
Stupid questions.
You know, I know it's easy for us to understand what's going on here because we know the story.
Right.
And, if you're a 911
I guess
operator
you're right.
and you are completely in the dark, you don't know what's going on. But I just love the response this guy gives. It's like, no!
You don't understand.
I can't get to another room.
Please send someone.
Is there any way that you can lock yourself in another room?
No, she's handcuffed herself to me. Please send police.
Okay, is she hurting you, sir? Do you need an ambulance?
No, I don't need an ambulance. I need police. 833. Fairfield, Connecticut.
I got that already, sir. What's her name?
Helen Sun. She has a history of violence. Please.
Has there been any drinking involved?
No.
Any drunk?
No.
And your name, sir?
My name is Robert Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt.
Are there any weapons in the house?
I don't know, knives and such. I don't know what she got before she handcuffed me. There could be no. Ow! Ow!
What is she doing now, sir?
Yeah. She's sticking her head. Ow! She's biting me.
She's what?
Biting him.
Biting me up.
Biting the poor guy. Oh, my God.
So, what? Is she's letting him use the phone?
She can't
He's
stop him.
overpowering him.
Right.
Oh, so he's trying to hold her off with one hand, holding the phone.
And hold the phone with the other.
He's
and
probably
she's
doing,
biting him.
Well, he's handcuffed to her, so
Right.
one hand is dead.
Right.
So he's probably holding the phone with his shoulder. I mean,
Are they almost here? I can't get to the door to open it.
Okay, is it locked?
The door's locked.
Okay, so they're going to have to break in?
Yes!
Yes.
What if they just ask, please, will you open the door? Open sesame?
Wow. What started this, sir? Do you know? Why did she do this?
Because I divorced her.
Oh, that'll do it every time. Chicks hate it when you divorce them. I love this 911 operator asking all kind of questions. All right, now what's her favorite color?
Right.
Because we don't want police coming in a color that she doesn't like.
And what is she wearing?
What would you say is the state of her mood right now?
Who started the fight?
Yeah. It's really your fault, isn't it, sir?
And your name, sir?
My name is Robert Jabba.
Are there any weapons in the house?
I don't know, knives and such. I don't know what she got before she handcuffed me. There could be no... Ow! Ow!
My God.
Poor guy.
Oh, we're laughing, aren't we? Horrible.
Oh, well, it's just, you feel so bad for the dude, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That's awful. What did you do to piss her off, sir?
Must have been something you did.
I divorced her.
No.
Let's go to 101kgb.com. Type in the keyword Dave. I've got some stuff for you to check out. I have a great picture of Valerie Bertinelli, who was on the cover of People magazine in her green bikini.
Oh, yeah.
This chick is 48 years old. I mean, holy moly, nice belly button piercing, Grandma. And, you know, if it's real, and they never are, she looks awesome. You see it there?
All I see is the SDSU up top.
Oh, did Mal not put it on yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
Mal.
Booger. What is he doing? Practicing his Cuban?
He's actually training Sarah, so, well.
Whatever.
Yeah. Here's
Sarah,
a candy bar.
I know Sarah. She's training him.
Probably.
You haven't been doing that right, pal. All right, I got a lot of pictures I want you to see because
Awesome.
I have a big magazine glossy shot of Kim Kardashian before they touched it up.
Nice.
And it will make you feel a lot better, ladies. I promise you. Good stuff coming to the website this morning. It's KGB and
DSC, KGB. SunRoadAuto.com. You're one click away from serious savings on your next car.
101.5 KGB FM San Diego, the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Show. $5 on the line. Coming up this break, we will talk about the most overused phrases in the English lexicon and killer bees swarm in La Mesa, plus a guitar guy that absolutely has to be on the Route 66 Must Avoid tour, and email from a nice wife who finally gets our show. This is the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw, and you are on the KGB.
All right, here's email to the show, dsc at 101kgb.com. And this comes from Carol. She says, okay, so my husband loves your show. He's listened to you ever since we met in 1985, which is impressive because that was 5 years before we got on the air.
You had a lot of foresight.
I always groaned every year at Christmas time when he just had to have your CD.
You know how that's how she said it.
I'm gonna have your CD. He would always buy extras to give to friends since the proceeds help the needy. After being a Jeff and Jer listener and then a Monique and the Man listener,
wow,
I got bored and flipped to 101.5 one morning, and I've been hooked ever since. It's been a year now that I've been a loyal listener, and I'm just now catching up with my husband in the Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Club. I get it now. Thanks for making me laugh all the way to work every day. Love your show.
Thank God we were on long enough for her to finally catch on to us.
20 years, Carol?
Jeez.
The hell?
It's almost our anniversary, too, right?
Have you seen the, what's that?
It's almost our anniversary.
It is. It is. Have you guys seen the video I put up of the tree man?
Yes.
I know I'm afraid to look.
That is just insane.
I'm afraid to look at that.
That's just insane. Is this the same tree man from last time?
I don't think there are two.
Oh, I hope so. There can't be more than one.
Well, but we did something with Tree Man last year. But I don't think it was video. I thought it was just pictures. This is video. You can see him moving his tree hands and his tree feet. He's got tree feet, Ruth.
I know. I just glanced at it and quickly looked away.
You can see his tree toes.
Looking
I want you to imagine yourself naked. Ruth.
Well,
go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm kind of digging the setup.
Right.
You're naked.
Yeah.
In bed.
Ew.
And Tree Man is naked.
Oh, God.
I wonder if he's got tree penis.
Do I have to keep
you know
I
what?
got a stump for you. I have to keep my eyes open.
Those bumps are effective.
And Tree Man gets in bed naked with you and rubs his tree hands and tree feet all over your naked body.
I start crying.
He's spooning you, and he's doing that thing where you rub feet together. Your feet spoon.
Yeah.
You know, your feet spoon. You kind of like
footsie-wootsies.
You play footsie-wootsie.
Yeah.
No.
You are naked in bed.
I don't do that with normal feet, let alone tree feet.
Well, you're doing that. This is the scenario I want you to think of. You're naked in bed spooning with Tree Man, and he's playing footsie-wootsie with his tree feet with you.
Oh, God.
And getting a little honkage with his tree hands. It's crazy.
And I'm throwing up and...
No, that's not very nice.
Take it to a bad level.
I'm crying for my mother.
Tree Man says to you, excuse me, but did you just throw up? Ruth says, yes, I did. Oh, thank God. I thought my hump popped. Oh, that was a different creature you were in bed with. That was the hunchback.
Yeah. And are you going to go see Big Toe?
What's Big Toe?
Big Toe is... It's at the Green Stage at 29th Street and University Avenue. You can see Big Toe.
What is Big Toe?
He's a guy who plays guitar with his feet because he was born with no arms.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And on the cover of Night and Day, he's his big toe. He's playing his guitar, and he's polished his toes because they're going to be highlighted as he plays his concerto.
No, I've seen that kind of thing on TV, like when they try to hold paintbrushes and paint with the... I can't look at that.
They do it, and he drives with his feet.
Toes have to separate, and I can't look at that.
This is a stupid thing to say. I'll probably lose both my arms now.
Uh-oh.
But I always find it upsetting when rather than celebrate the way that these people have overcome their disabilities, I'm just startled and alarmed when I see people doing stuff with their feet. That'll probably happen to me.
I know.
I'll be in here having to press buttons with my feet, cueing you with my toe.
Oh, my God, I'm not in the same room with you.
I'll do the show from your room, Ruth.
Oh, you won't.
We'll sit next to each other. We'll sit next to each other, just like Pat and Susan, or Sonny and Susan. We can sit next to each other, just like Sonny and Susan do on NBC in the mornings.
We can't. No, we can't.
And he'll use your board because it's smaller, easier to maneuver for the toes.
Just need one big button.
Yeah.
I'll pound it with my toe. Oh, excuse me, Ruth.
Hey, got a show to put on, Ruthie.
I'm happy that they can make do with what they have, but that doesn't mean I can look at it.
So would you quit? If Dave said, look, I've got to do the show with you in your studio.
With my feet.
Using my feet.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll take my severance and go home.
Ruthie.
I can't look.
Holy cow, you said yesterday you'd throw your clam at Boyer to save his life.
Your toes have to
Poor Dave lost both his arms,
stuff.
and you don't want him to support his family?
I can hardly look at toes wiggling, let alone separating enough, pushing different buttons and guitar strings. Oh!
He's not just getting by. He's learned to adapt and overcome and make a living. He's a true American.
I'm happy for him. I applaud him, but I can't look at it.
You don't want to see him playing the guitar with his toes?
Oh.
You crow up.
Sure, just mock him by applauding with your hands that he doesn't have, Ruthie.
Now, what night is that? So I make sure I'm not anywhere in that part of the neighborhood.
Don't give her the right night. Don't give her the right night. In fact, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should go there that night and then just call Ruth and say, hey, let's have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, come on by.
That's right in my hood.
We wanted to talk to you about something.
I think I should send Big Toe to your house.
Oh, private concert.
Imagine, he's serenading you outside. Ruth, think of this.
No.
You're at home.
You hate me.
I love you. You're at home. Suddenly you hear beautiful guitar music strumming from outside. And it's just like that. It's just like a romantic scene in a movie where a guy has shown up, standing down on the ground, looking up to you on your second or third story, and he's serenading you. And you go and you throw open the curtains and throw aside the sash, and there's Big Toe strumming away with his great big foot. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. How awesome would that be?
Look, he holds it with his left foot and he strums with his right.
I'd pay that guy $100 to do that.
I'll pitch in 100 too. Get him 200 going and he'll be hot.
All right, Big Toe, if you're listening.
There's a gig out here for you.
That's right.
Is that what they call? That's what he calls himself?
Big Toe.
Big Toe. God. What's he gonna call himself? Big Hands?
Guy who plays guitar with his feet.
Come on.
The hands, Ruth.
Oh,
Thank you for reminding him.
Big Toe. I just couldn't even associate with him just because he was called that. It took me forever to get my brother to quit calling me Toes as my nickname.
Toes is your nickname?
It was.
Well, it is now.
Hey.
He was the only one that used to ever call me that.
It's back.
He called me Mean Toes.
Like, mean Toes?
Don't call me that.
We're totally calling you that.
That's not why I don't answer to that.
We're still going to call you that.
Where does this toe issue come from?
In fact, that's how we're going to make out your next paycheck. So.
All the stars are shining bright.
Big Toe loves you.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Here's Big Toe serenading you.
If you ride my big toe.
Oh, he probably does that too, huh?
Well, what else is he going to do? He has no hands.
I just want you to hold me tight and ride my big toe. Why bother with Victor, the Snake Man? He'll never please you like my toes can. And who needs a gargantuan dildo when all you need is my great big freaking toe? Dorothy, don't run off with Luke tonight. Please just say you might ride my big toe.
Someone suggested we get Big Toe to come in here to the studio and play.
Oh my God,
that would be awesome.
Oh, please don't do it,
Ruthie.
He
is a local musician who has overcome great difficulties in his life. Why would you not support that?
Do you think when he meets people, since he can't shake hands,
Yes.
he gets to touch his foot?
Yes.
No. He couldn't expect.
He walks right into the building and he lifts his right foot to shake your hand.
You couldn't expect people to do that, could you?
Is that Big Toe right there, Emily?
It is.
Emily's got a video of Big Toe.
He's all over YouTube.
That's cool.
I'm not looking.
You know, the thing is, I'll tell you why I don't think I am going to invite Big Toe in.
Yeah.
It's radio. How would you know?
Right, you're right.
I mean, seriously, I could just say it right now. All right, I'm going to play the guitar with my feet. Here we go.
That's Boyer playing the drums with his feet.
This
Here
is me.
comes Dave,
I'm
yeah.
playing with my feet.
Right.
You can't see it, so you just have to take my word for it.
It's like magic.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have that ventriloquist on too the same day. Or what
The
was
mime.
it? The mime. Sorry, the mime.
No, there was a ventriloquist that was offered to us.
Well, the mime's even more stupid.
There's Tim. You're on KGB. What's going on, Tim?
Hey, Dave. Love your show.
I love yours.
Hey, have you seen the guy that plays poker with his toes on the World Series of Poker?
I haven't.
And then you have to pick up the cards that he just touched.
Ew.
With his feet.
With his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I haven't seen that. And the worst part about it, he's got hands. He just likes to play with his feet.
Shut up.
No.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much. I'd totally have him in if I thought it was going to be a good bit, but, I mean, just to freak out Ruth. There's reason enough to do it.
Totally.
Oh, I totally embarrass you and myself terribly.
How would you embarrass me?
Because I'd just be freaking out.
I'm good. I've seen you freak out.
But doing it on on the radio is one thing, but doing it in person is just worse. Then they have to look at me being a fool. I'm
Too bad
sorry.
you can't overcome that.
You're a nice person, but I'm sorry. You're horrible.
Oh.
It'd be great to have Big Toe come in and introduce him to Ruth.
Right.
And then cancel the interview. Just send him home. Sorry, ran out of time.
Sorry, Ruth doesn't work here.
What if we had Big Toe come in and perform from your studio? No! Ding, 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 ding.
You're such an awesome guitarist, Dave.
Sorry, Big Toe. Our studio's too crowded. We're going to have you play with Ruth. Everyone who's seen him said the guy is amazing.
That's what I hear.
I'm sure he is.
Pretty impressive that the guy can play the guitar with his
kidding.
feet.
It's impressive that you can do anything with your feet, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, like what?
I No, I mean,
remember my sore toe that I couldn't come to work with?
Right. It debilitated
I mean,
you.
my toes barely bend. I'm serious. Oh my God, I can move them a little bit. So ever since it's been sore, it's been okay the last couple of days, but I can still barely bend them. They're just
I
messed up.
promise you're not going to find anyone who thought that was a good excuse for calling in sick. It's not going to happen.
I'm sorry. It's just freaking hurting. It was a little distracting.
Yeah.
But you've taken care of that now, right?
No, it just went away. I've had it before.
That's how bad it was.
This is like the third time that I've had it, and it just goes away. I took, a bunch of.
She's got congenital toe troubles.
I took a bunch of Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Tylenol. I think that's what you.
Oops.
Sorry about that. My butt plug just shot out. I had a Butzner.
What?
An Astner. Was that the first time we heard of an Astner today?
That's the first one I've heard of.
Yeah.
Guy was listening to some bit and he sharted.
Oh.
It was when he heard about Kim Kardashian's butt pimples and bruises.
The name of your new band.
Thought he was safe, but he wasn't.
Did you see the orange juice commercial? He said he spit orange juice over himself. With not Keira Knightley. What's her name? Married to Kevin Bacon.
Kira Sedgwick.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either.
Hot stuff, huh?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She just comes into this very modern, beautiful kitchen, and she takes a drink of orange juice, and she's throwing her hair back and starts hoochie-coo dancing.
Right on.
And just like turns into this wild stripper dancing, swinging her hair all over the place, prancing around her kitchen, drinking this juice. Like it turns her into this sex fiend wild woman. You're just sitting there the whole time going, oh my God.
Well, ever since Bernie made off with all their money,
That's right.
I know.
they need work.
Poor girl.
They got to find fun somewhere.
That's right.
I'd never buy orange juice, but I'm ready to buy some of that.
Let's see. Did you hear about the bee swarm yesterday here
Yes.
in San Diego? 4 people were taken for medical treatment after a bee swarm was reported. Where was it? It was Helix High School area.
Yeah.
Bees flying everywhere, going crazy, people yelling and screaming, said a neighbor. At least 4 people were stung yesterday afternoon. A 79-year-old woman was stung 50 times.
Yeah, they showed on the news this guy running, just being attacked by them.
She was transported to Grossmont Hospital in moderate condition, expected to survive. Her husband was also transported. He's 82. He was stung 20 times.
Oh, my God.
The hive was in the attic of their next-door neighbor's house. Mother and son were also stung about 5 times. They were taken to the hospital.
Wow.
And specialists on the scene said that they were, in fact, killer bees. The Africanized, aggressive bees will sting you just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for being there.
Just for being there, you're going to get stung.
Well, they had a bee guy on TV that said...
Bee guy was on TV?
The bee guy, yeah. A bee expert type. And he said the queen bee lays another queen bee, and then they split hive. So the queen bee splits, and half the hive goes with her. So they all leave at the same time. That's why they're in this great big giant swarm. So then they have to get rid of the rest of them that are, stuck around.
The worker bees? I thought they needed the worker bees.
No, two queens.
Yeah, with the 2
I
queens.
see. They split up.
Yeah, they split the group.
I got a chance for you guys to win some money.
Yay.
Not all University of Oxford researchers are uptight and humorless, irregardless of what you might think. Did you know you don't have to say irregardless?
Regardless.
It's regardless.
Right.
You don't have to say the irregardless thing. I heard another one on Gary Unmarried this week was another word. He said, did you know, by the way, that you don't have to say the first part of this word for it to count? I'd never heard that before. Did you guys watch Gary Unmarried this week?
I did.
No. When is that
I forgot the word. It's Wednesday, I think.
That was last night.
Yeah, I think it was last week's Gary Unmarried. I can't remember what the word was. But anyway, the folks at the University of Oxford have come up with their list of the 10 most annoying phrases.
Ah, good.
Now,
love these.
How much are you willing to wager
Oh, here we go.
that you can get, if not the number one most annoying phrase, closest to it? How much are you willing to wager?
$5.
$5?
Emily, you going to play?
I'm sorry, I missed the topic. I was trying to find your Gary Unmarried word.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Do your thing. Thank you for looking. I appreciate that. And Ruth.
Yes.
Okay. Number 10. It's not rocket science.
Oh, I like it's not brain surgery better.
What if it is rocket science, though?
Yeah.
You know, what if it is brain surgery?
Tell one of the guys at NASA, it's not rocket science. Is that their big joke?
Actually,
It is actually rocket science.
do you think it's a big joke when Carl gets to say to the other NASA science, it's not rocket science? Brain surgeons using that in the operation room. Number 9 is 24/7.
I miss him.
What do you mean?
Jack Bauer.
Oh. Jack Bauer. Do you know how many people have written to me saying the bit that we did yesterday, where I would make a statement. I had to give Chainsaw a series of statements, some happy, some exciting, some terrifying, some bad, some just rather malaise. And he would give me a Jack Bauer.
Right.
To reflect the emotion of the statement. It was the stupidest thing we've ever done, and I've had everyone write to me and say it's got to be on the best of CD or I quit.
Ever, I know.
It's stupid.
It's stupid funny.
Did you even plan on putting that on the best of this weekend?
No.
Would you have thought of it?
No.
Apparently, it's the best bit we've done this week, which speaks loudly.
What do we know?
The quality of this show. It's got to be on.
I'll put it on.
It was pretty hilarious. Especially by the time you got to the end.
I think 24/7 is a good phrase.
I do too.
I really like it. I mean, it's definitive.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Mm-hmm. You know exactly what it means?
Yeah, in a very explicit way.
Mm-hmm.
I use it. Number 8, shouldn't of.
Ooh. I wasn't even aware that.
Did you hear me enunciate my grunt?
Ooh. So we shouldn't have.
It should be, shouldn't have.
Right.
Number 7, it's a nightmare. Number 6, absolutely.
Oh.
Number 5 on the list of the 10 most annoying phrases, according to these snoots at Oxford. With all due respect.
Oh.
I love that. As soon as you say that,
something very disrespectful is coming.
Right.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Number 4, at this moment in time.
Oh.
Number 3, I personally.
Oh.
My personal belief. No, tell me someone else's belief.
I.
Number 2, it's fairly unique. Oh, that's very upsetting to Boyer, apparently.
Yes, terribly.
That's funny.
I'd be willing to bet $5. I know what you all put down. You all put down, it is what it is.
Yes.
No.
All right, Chris Boyer put, it is what it is.
Yes, I did.
Shelley Dunn, what did you put?
At the end of the day.
Ruth, what did you put?
Amazing.
Yeah. One of you has it right.
Oh.
We'll find out. After the break.
Do stuff like coffee shops, one woman shows in the opera?
What?
Oh my God, I'm your fixer-upper. Oh, now I'm in trouble.
It's over. No, Gary. It's just intermission. And you are not my fixer-upper.
Sure I am. I can totally see it. Don't you see? I mean, for 15 years, I was with a woman that all she wanted to do was change me, how I acted, how I behaved, what I wore, the way I looked. She was at my house this morning trying to fix the way I live. I can't do that again. I'm sorry. I have to be me.
Yeah, but did it ever occur to you that I was just trying to show you some of the things that I'm interested in so that you could learn a little bit about me?
No, sure, that's how it starts. The next thing you know, I'm taking like ballroom dancing classes. I'm learning another language. I'm buying cheese from a store that only sells cheese. Where does it end? At the opera.
So then why did you even say that you would come with me?
Because I thought it would lead to sex.
You only came to the opera to get sex?
That's the only reason any guy comes to the opera. What do you think these guys really want to be here? That guy wants to be at the opera? No. You think that guy wants to be at the opera? No. All right, these two guys, they want to be at the opera.
It's a really good show. Gary Unmarried. And the word is...
Yes.
I figured it out, thanks to someone who told me. Kenny. The word is unravel. You don't have to say un.
Ravel?
You can, if something is coming apart, it's just raveling.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
I'm going to look it up.
I believe it.
I'm still going to look it up. I'm going to burn that dictionary someday. I always say unravel. And it never occurred to me that the opposite of unravel could be ravel, but I don't know.
The opposite of unravel would be woven.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it?
That's, once again,
Yeah.
it's a sitcom that's over my head. Yeah, the point is they were setting up a joke, but the point was you don't have to say unraveled. You can just say, oh, your pants are all raveled.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Me either. I don't think that's common knowledge.
So, anyway. Are you ready to find out?
Yes.
Who is the winner of all the money this morning? We know it's not Chris Boyer.
A what?
What do you mean, what?
It's not?
Yeah.
No, evidently not.
Obviously not.
I can't believe it is what it is. Did not even make the top 10 most annoying phrases, according to these Oxford researchers.
I'm so sick of it.
Damn foreigners. What do they know? Shelley said that she believes the most annoying phrase was at the end of the day. Ruth said she thought the most annoying phrase was amazing.
Every freaking thing's amazing. It doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Yeah, especially if you watch these elimination shows where they're having to kick someone off the show saying, you're not going to be the one that asked me. You're an amazing person. Well, what am I getting kicked off for if I'm amazing?
Well, you're an amazing loser.
It is so exaggerated.
Yeah.
And there's so many other words to use instead of.
There's a very few things on this world that are amazing. Grand Canyon. All right, it's a hole. Whatever. Now, Valerie Bertinelli in her green bikini. That's amazing. The most overused phrase, according to Oxford University professors, is at the end of the day. Look at you.
Go ahead, rub it on your crotch. Give me the money.
Look at you.
Oh, and look what I'm putting back in my wallet. A 5 with the CB under Lincoln's nose.
Are you going to keep that?
I'd like to spend it, but I just haven't been anywhere lately.
I can just imagine you keeping that as a trophy of taking Boyer's money.
Frame it.
Are you going to sign this piece of currency, Chris Boyer?
Looks like there'll be 5 of them. And yes, I will.
Why?
5 $1 bills.
You never used to do that.
Oh, here we go. Here's a 5.
Well, at least not getting pennies.
That's true. Because when he throws those pennies,
I think
they
Bromo
hurt.
took those with him.
Yeah, right.
I think when Bromo packed up, he took those roll of pennies with him.
Oh, crud. I'm taking my pennies and going home.
That and his pooey pen. See him walking out of this building like Steve Martin at the end of The Jerk. Anything. Just this pooey pen.
Unlike throw up, DSC tastes better the second time around. DSC Replay on KGB.
Take a look at your calendar. Lots of important things to do, no doubt. But when you learn about the unprecedented offers just announced by BMW, you may want to rearrange a few things and head to a BMW center. For the first time ever, BMW is offering 0.9% APR on select 3 Series and 5 Series models, plus BMW will make the first 2 payments. While either one of these offers alone would be very compelling, together they're impossible to resist and certainly worthy of a spot on your schedule. And remember, every new BMW comes with no-cost maintenance. It can save you up to $2,300 on maintenance over our competitors, according to Edmunds.com. So carve out some time today and get to your local BMW center. These never-before offers won't last for long.
Through March 31st, get 0.9% APR now on a 328i or 528i. Plus, BMW will make your first 2 payments. Visit sdcountybmw.com/finance today for details.
It's back. 4 days only. The RV Super Sale at Qualcomm Stadium. It's the biggest RV event ever at Qualcomm Stadium. Hundreds of new and used motor coaches, travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, and tent trailers. Over 25 manufacturers. Winnebago, Beaver, Jayco, Forest River, Titanium, and dozens more. Over 100 models. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 10 a.m. till dark each day. The RV Super Sale at Qualcomm Stadium. Now through Sunday. Parking and admission are free.
Craven and O'Reilly.
Everybody likes to see a clean car or truck, but it's the oil you can't see that benefits most from being clean. Changing your oil and filter before they get dirty helps keep your vehicle running right. For most models, that's every 3 months or 3,000 miles. Changing the oil is the single most important thing you can do for your vehicle. Keep it clean with the top name brands, low prices, and helpful people at the Cragen O'Reilly Auto Parts store near you.
Cragen O'Reilly Auto Parts recommends changing your oil every 3,000 miles to increase the life of your engine. If it's time for an oil change, stop by your local Cragen O'Reilly store and get
Get 5 quarts of O'Reilly conventional motor oil and a Pennzoil filter for only $12.99. That's 5 quarts of O'Reilly motor oil and a Pennzoil filter for $12.99 only at Craig & O'Reilly Auto Parts, the official auto parts store of NASCAR. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
Christina Lopez on location at Sequan Casino, and I just found something even sweeter than chocolate. Winning! That's right. Now through April 20th, Sequan is giving away gumdrops, chocolate kisses, jelly beans, and $100,000 in cash. Here's Sequan's Candyman to tell you more.
Every Monday night at Sequan Casino, you could win up to $15,000 in cash instantly in our new $100,000 Sweet Tooth promotion. Club Sequan members get one free daily entry and earn additional entries playing slots, table games, poker, and bingo. Your free Club Sequan card is your passport to the fun, a trip through Candyland, and straight to the bank. Every Monday night, 9 lucky winners get a share of $100,000 in cash. Drawings are at 7, 8, and 9 p.m. Now that's a sweet deal.
Sure is. Satisfy your sweet tooth now through April 20th at Sequan Casino, San Diego's staycation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
Do you become angry when confronted about bourbon burgers? Do you find yourself needing a bourbon burger to fall asleep? Do you often refer to yourself as a social bourbon burger eater? If so, you may be a bourbon burgeraholic. Welcome, friend. You're not alone.
Introducing the Kentucky Bourbon Burger with bourbon glaze and onion straws. 0 proof. New at Carl's Jr. Visit eatresponsibly.com. For a limited time, participating restaurants.
My husband had a health concern a month ago.
Mr. Thompson, everything looks good. Oh, thanks, doctor.
Turned out to be nothing, but it got us doing more for our health.
Stretch!
Like morning exercise and taking silver.
Centrum Silver multivitamins are age-adjusted. They help protect your health as you age with key antioxidants and other nutrients that help protect the health of your heart, eyes, and bones.
Things have sure changed around here.
Age-adjusted Centrum Silver. Take along with a healthy diet and exercise. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Why Cox Digital Cable? Free high definition.
My family loves watching movies in high def.
I can catch my favorite shows in HD, like Entourage, Big Love,
SpongeBob.
Cox keeps adding new HD channels. Most are free. You gotta love that.
Concerts in HD.
Sports in high def. Highlights, golf, baseball, all the good stuff. Cox provides over 400 HD viewing choices, more than AT&T or Dish, because everyone knows it's all about variety.
Variety, huh? Is that why your socks don't match?
What? Oh.
Yeah, we're all a little different, but one thing we can all agree on.
Cox Digital Cable.
Free high definition.
Digital picture and sound.
Hundreds of HD viewing choices.
Order now for as low as $23.99 a month. Add both HBO and Cinemax for just $15 a month for 6 months. Visit CoxSanDiego.com. Limited time offer for residential customers in Cox Wired serviceable areas. HD viewing choices include on-demand HD options. Receiver rental required. Other restrictions apply.
It's the kind of event your friends and family look forward to each year, and it's finally here. It's Gina Cunningham for Cunningham BMW. For 3 days, this weekend only, you're invited to our preferred savings event. And when you see the prices, you'll know why it lasts just 3 days. There is no negotiation necessary. Every vehicle will be clearly marked with exceptional savings. Right now, we have our biggest selection of new BMWs ever. Plus, we'll have appraisal experts on hand to give you generous offers for your trade. And BMW will make your first 2 payments on nearly every new 2009 BMW we carry. That's up to $1,500. On select new 2009 models, BMW Financial Services is even offering financing as low as 0.9% on approved credit. But understand, our preferred savings event will absolutely end on Sunday, March 29th. The ultimate customer experience at Cunningham BMW. Minutes from almost anywhere in San Diego, or visit CunninghamBMW.com. First 2 months payment program excludes M3, X6, 7 Series, and diesels. Each monthly payment cannot exceed $750. Offer expires 3/31/09.
This weekend, $88 delivers. New or used, $88 down on approved credit at El Cajon Ford. And the new El Cajon Ford plan gives you the maximum advantage, new or used. Quality used cars starting at just $59.95. $5,995, like an 04 Focus number 162491. And take a big $5,000 off all new 09 F-150s. Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, $5,000 off with discount, applied rebates, and Ford credit financing on approved credit. Broadway and Main, El Cajon Ford.
When I shop at Bevmo, I know I'm going to get the most for my money.
I come a lot for the 5-cent wine sale.
You buy a bottle of wine, and for just a nickel more, you get the same bottle of wine.
I can't even tell you how many choices there are.
You can get everyday wines all the way up to really elegant wines.
I think you can be a wine lover and not spend a lot of money.
Bevmo makes it really easy to find a good bottle of wine at a great price.
Love the 5-cent sale.
5 cents. I mean, that's a bargain.
Every one of those nickels is a great bottle of wine.
Bevmo's Spring 5-cent wine sale is on now. Over 150 wines to choose from. Hurry in.
Welcome to Volvo.
Hi.
My name's Pete, and this is Repeat. Can we help you?
Can we help you? Yeah. Could you tell me about the Stimulate Your Stimulus program?
Absolutely. Right now, when you buy or lease any 09 S40,
Any 09.
Volvo will double your savings by giving you a guaranteed $1,553 and complimentary factory scheduled maintenance. Isn't that right, Repeat?
You got it, Pete. Double your savings by giving you $1,553 and complimentary factory scheduled maintenance.
And you'll get to enjoy the automatic transmission, moonroof, and 17-inch alloy wheels standard.
Yep, you'll get to enjoy the automatic transmission, moonroof, and 17-inch alloy wheels standard.
I mean, the only thing better than finding money in your pocket once is finding it twice.
The only thing better than finding money in your pocket once is finding it twice. That sounds awesome. Thanks, Pete and Repeat.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay.
Now until March 31st, experience some repeat satisfaction. Buy or lease a well-equipped 2009 S40 for $299 a month, and Volvo will stimulate your stimulus with an offer of $1,553. Visit GoVolvoDealers.com or call 1-800-480-9012 for details.
You know that feeling you get when you step into your new car for the first time? What if you could get the same kind of feeling from your checking account? That's why Chase has come to California to bring you newness, possibility, options, and that new account smell. Open a Chase checking account today and let the scent fill the air. You'll immediately find that Chase is a much-needed fresh alternative to other banks. Our expansive network of hundreds of branches and thousands of ATMs will help us help you. We'll help you rethink how you save your money and how to get greater control over how you spend it, too. That's the smell of brand spanking new banking. Throw out your old account that probably smells of bottom of the purse deposit slips and old hat and trade it in for a brand new checking account. Chase is new to California, but we're not new to what matters in a bank. Stop by a branch or chase.com/CA to see how we can change your outlook on banking today.
Deposit products provided by JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Let's get out of here, mate. Let's go 1,000 miles away from ordinary to a place where your pulse beats like an Aborigines drum and your adrenaline pumps like you come face to face with a great white shark. And you don't have to catch a plane to get there. All you got to do is think Australian. Come on into Outback Steakhouse, where our brand new menu is unlike anything you've ever explored, at prices that have travelled down under too. 15 meals under $15, starting at just $9.95. Try our savoury peppermill steak, encrusted with cracked black pepper and topped with a brandy cream sauce. Or our sweet glazed roasted pork tenderloin, slow roasted and drizzled with a sweet tangy glaze. Or many other dishes for under $15. All part of Outback's brand new menu. So if a full stomach and a full wallet is your bag, and your smile is almost as big as the one on our servers, then there's a place you need to go. Live adventurous. Go Outback.
Hi, folks. At Bob Stahl Chevrolet in La Mesa, we know that having an unsurpassed selection and guaranteeing you the lowest price is just the start. You want the easiest financing available at the best possible rate. And that's exactly what you get when you finance your new Chevrolet at Bob Stahl Chevrolet in La Mesa. And right now, your current vehicle is worth a premium as a trade-in at Bob Stahl Chevrolet in La Mesa. Unsurpassed selection at a guaranteed lowest price with the best financing and trade-in values anywhere. Now that's an American Revolution you can trust at Bob Stahl Chevrolet in La Mesa.
DSC in the morning.
What makes you think I'm gay? You don't set it off like a submarine klaxon, but there's a little bit of a blip on the gaydar. What the hell?
World-class rock all day. 101.5 KGB FM San Diego.
101.5 KGB FM San Diego. The best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Show. Brett Ernst in our studio. He'll be at the Comedy Store tonight. If you don't recognize him by name, you will recognize him by description if you are a fan of the television show Weeds. Let's get into our discussion now on the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw. This is the 101.5 KGB FM San Diego.
DSC, the #1 force in American FM radio. This is 101.5 KGB.
We're idiots, bro. You know. Guys, you know how we are. Like, we refuse to get older, you know what I mean? Like, my buddy Jake called me the other day. He's like, yo, dog, we're planning for spring break. Spring break? You're pushing 30, man. It's over. Let it go. Come to think of it, you never even went to college. And I wouldn't even go drinking with men because, guys, you know, watch how we drink. Men and women drink. Guys, when we drink, we regress. You know what I mean? Women, when you get drunk, like, I notice the worst thing that they do is they like to cheat on their diets when they're drunk. You know, like 3 o'clock in the morning, they'll be like, let's order pizza. Ooh, let's go to the diner and get chocolate sundaes. Yay! We regress. Like my buddy John, he just bought a house, right? So we're out celebrating, you know, hey, salute. He's like, hey, salute. 2 hours later. Let's go rob somebody. I'm like, dude, you're a cop, all right?
Brett Ernst is with us.
Love it.
Here on KGB and Q103. Good, Brett. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too, man.
It's our first visit with Brett. He's at the Comedy Store in La Jolla tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. I'm going on spring break.
Oh, yeah?
No, seriously. I'm 47 years old. I'm going on spring break. I am. I never
shoot up something and rob banks.
I don't know. I've never been on spring break before. Seriously, I never went on spring break.
I never did either.
I never went. And I always feel kind of gypped. I always worked. Yeah. I always worked on spring break.
That's how I was too. Like I was one of the first. I went to like 4 different. Like I was one of those idiots that went away to community college. Like you know what I mean? Like one of those idiots.
It's supposed to be in your community.
Well, yeah, you know. And I went away to another. Then I played because I was in school. I got kicked out. Then I went to another community college.
How'd you get kicked out?
Fighting.
Oh, yeah. Are you a fighter?
When I was younger, yeah. I played ball. I ended up playing football in college. I ended up playing Division II.
What'd you play?
I was a linebacker. I used to be about 220 back in the day.
Linebackers get physical, huh?
Well, you know, you could always tell the offensive and defensive mindset.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the difference between an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman is just the offensive linemen, they're usually more calm and chill. Mm-hmm. Defensive people, we tend to
they're maniacs.
Act stupid every now and then. I mean, I'm in my early 20s, so, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
So you got kicked out. You went to a series of community colleges.
Yeah, went to like 3 of them, I think.
Yeah. Did you finish up with anything?
Yeah. I ended up graduating from CW Post in Long Island.
Yeah. What'd you study?
Broadcasting. Which means I made a great waiter.
What do you want to do? TV or what?
Well, actually, I ended up hosting a show.
Yeah.
I was on MTV for a season. I hosted professional wrestling. But it was like, I realized when I got the job that I'm like, wait a minute, I'm actually using my broadcasting degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know Emily over here? What did you study for 5 years? 5 years?
Mm-hmm. Well, I started as a comm major, switched to sociology.
Sociology. Got a degree in sociology.
Yeah. Kant's categorical imperative, Aristotle's golden mean. Yeah, I like that stuff. Yeah. I read a little, listen a little.
Very well read. Now, Brett, you were telling us you grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah, I grew up in North Jersey and then went to high school in South Florida and then moved back. I was back and forth to Jersey my whole life, from Florida to New Jersey, which is kind of the norm on the East Coast.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm traveling there.
Yeah.
And you were telling us right before we started our segment that growing up in New Jersey, a bunch of people are getting together, having a good time, everyone's hanging out, the slightest thing can set off a rumble.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially if you're around like Italian dudes, like
you.
Yeah, like you know, anything can just be. And there's always that one guy that just can't let it go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he'll look for anything. It's like, hey, how you doing? What do you mean? How am I doing? It's like,
what do you mean by that?
I would just say, what are you asking me for? Like, you know, like there's always that one guy that you're just like, hey, man, you know?
It's the Pesci guy.
You're funny,
yeah,
right?
It's
the Joe Pesci guy.
Who's from Jersey, by the way?
No kidding.
That doesn't show.
Do you live out here now?
Yeah, I live in Los Angeles.
Oh, you've got to. You're in show business.
Yeah.
Now. You got to live in L.A. But, man, there's nothing like going home to New Jersey.
Yeah, well,
best food.
Jersey's awesome, but I mean, like I said, South Florida, to me, I consider that home.
Right.
Yeah, I love it down there. I went to high school down there, a little elementary, back and forth. You know what I mean? And I really do. I consider South Florida my home.
Was that a family move? You had to go down there?
Yeah.
A big family?
Yeah. You know, I have a step family now, but my mother, when we lived in Jersey, my grandparents moved down to Florida, and then we were up there for a while. And then my mother's like, "Let's move to my grandparents," but then we went back, and it's a long, boring story.
You were on one of our favorite TV shows, Weeds. We all watch Weeds.
You guys like that show?
Big watchers, and you were on Weeds. You're on a couple episodes of Weeds. What did you do?
Like I said, you know your parts suck when you have to explain to people who you are. No, I was the Armenian guy that killed the DEA guy.
I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, Buddy had the.
Right, right.
Oh my God.
You know that one, Riff?
Yeah.
Remember they had all the turf wars because her grow buddy was moving into the Armenian neighborhood?
And
that's an awesome show, man.
I had to learn Armenian too. Like there was,
Really?
I was for the second, for the beginning of season 3, because and it's a language I am nowhere near familiar with. You give me Spanish, I'm cool. I can roll with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like and you're like, all right. And I had to go to a. It was like I didn't know any of it.
Did you have a lot of lines?
Yeah.
And you had to.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they coached you on? You had to learn how to say these lines in Armenian?
I had to go to a voice guy. And
Right,
all
right.
that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Right on. Now, people who really dig Weeds, they are like, it's an army.
Yo,
They are loyal to that show. They have little Weeds parties and stuff.
But you know what's funny is that
They're called joint sessions.
Well, they come at it like it's a counterculture. It's like, dude, it's a bad habit. You know what I mean? Stop. We're a counter. No, it's a bad habit, dude. They even have like High Times magazine. It's like me getting like Nail Biters Weekly. You know what I mean? You've dedicated your life to a bad habit. And not only that, like people who smoke weed, I'm fine with that, but they try and convince you it's good for you. You know what I mean? It was like, it's natural. It comes from the earth. So does uranium.
Right.
It's not good for you. You're igniting, causing a chemical reaction and inhaling it, and it's giving you a euphoric sense. Now, if you're going to do it, fine. I got no problems with it. But these people are maniacs.
Are you a health guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look very fit.
But you know, I take care of myself, man. But I always have, man. I used to I was always in the gym, either fighting or when I played ball, and I like physical activity.
Right.
You know, it's not something I dread doing.
Right.
How you like in Los Angeles?
It's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not bad, you know?
Los Angeles, I think, is America's big city that everyone likes to pretend to hate. You know, everyone down here bitches about Los Angeles. San Diego's great, but Los Angeles, I hate it. I got to go up there. Really? It's not that bad.
No, but the thing with them is, that, honestly, did you guys see that study when they ranked all the cities?
Yeah, they come out a lot. Yeah.
Well, the smartest city was Seattle. The dumbest city was L.A.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're just, honestly, give me any extreme, I don't want to deal with them. If I'm in the South, I don't want to deal with the right. And the liberal left is just as wacky and stupid. And they think that they're so intelligent because they're creative that they don't go hand in hand.
Yeah, but what is the mindset for people growing up in New Jersey? What is the mindset of people here in California? They're all gay, they're nuts, they're insane.
I'll tell you, but here's the difference, okay? In a nutshell. When they ranked the cities, Seattle was the smartest, LA was the dumbest. When they ranked, there was all different categories, but best looking, number 1 was Miami. The ugliest city was Philly. Okay, which is really
That's
ugly.
true. That's right. That one's right.
Here's the difference between the mentalities right here.
Yeah.
The head of tourism in LA got all upset. Wrote a letter. How'd you come that we're the dumbest city? We have this, just all upset.
Right.
The head of tourism in Philly goes, at least we made the top 25. Right there is the difference between the two.
Yeah. Some people are sensitive.
Yeah. Well, even like the pedestrian things up in L.A.
Yeah.
In L.A., the pedestrian has the right of way. No. New York, the 2-ton vehicle has the right of way. Like if you get hit by a car, you're an idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean? You are.
saw
Nobody
it
feels
coming.
bad for you. Yeah.
It honked and everything.
So do you travel around? You must travel around a lot. You're a TV star. You've got a broadcast degree.
It took me 9 years to get it.
There's got to be a lot of traveling in your business.
Yeah, man. I go. I travel.
Where do you like to go?
Believe it or not, I love the Midwest, man.
That's great. I'm from the Midwest.
That's my favorite group of people. Like even the Northeast. I love Northeastern attitude, but they're always looking for angles. And the South is just too...
South?
Yeah.
Southern.
But, in their defense, they're not as stupid as everybody makes them out to be. But, they're very slow. And then you get out in L.A., everybody's so left and radical that they just... What I love about the Midwest is they got the street smarts and sensibility of people in the Northeast, but they got the bedroom qualities of the South, and I think it's a good combination.
They're nice people, too.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah,
I can always tell when I'm running into a Midwesterner. But there's one show that's on right now that is featuring these women, the women of, I forget what city it is now. I don't know if it's L.A. or New York. Does
I think
anyone
it's
know?
New York, the wives of rich
Or
wives.
it could be even New Jersey. The Real Wives of New Jersey or
I think
something
you're
like
right.
that. I'm not sure what it was. I came to bed 2 nights ago. Nicole was watching this thing. I was in bed for 1 minute, hearing these hens bitching and complaining. I had to leave the room. I had to leave the room. I couldn't stand it. Some of these people, they're so awful.
What, with that accent?
No, it's not the accent. It's just the bitchy
Or just the women in
attitude.
general?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful. So you are developing your career. You're a young guy. What'd you say? You're 22 years old?
22. Come on, man.
Okay, well, I thought that's what
I'm
you
over
said.
30, man.
You're over 30? I thought you said you're in your 20s.
No.
Oh, okay.
When I did the
the clip.
The clip, that was in 03.
I got you. Okay, all right. Well, you're still a young guy developing your career. I don't see a ring on your finger.
No.
You're just out living single life in L.A.? That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I just was recently single. You know what's funny? I was out, they were talking about me on Stern yesterday because my ex-girlfriend was on. She won Last Comic Standing.
Who's your ex-girlfriend?
Eliza. She's the only girl to ever win it.
Wow.
But we're still friends. I mean, we're still good friends.
I would think it would be weird being a comedian, dating a comedian.
Well, that's what they were talking about. And we didn't even break, we never talked about it ever.
Right.
And then she was on yesterday morning.
She didn't tell you she was going to be on the show?
No, I knew she was going to be on.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know that they were going to talk about me. It was just a brief thing. But
Have you been on that show?
No, but I know Artie because I had a brief thing in Beer League.
Because Artie is a big stand-up comedian.
Dude, Artie
very successful.
Is hysterical, man.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. But I started getting I'm like, what are you doing? Because we never talked about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I'm talking about it. But dating a comedian, it's pretty cool, man. I had a civilian before that. And, I'm looking for the happy medium.
I would think dating a comedian, she would be understanding of your lifestyle.
There you go.
But, I don't know. Was there any kind of jealousy factor when she started to make a big move in her career, and
man.
because she's the woman, you want to be the man, you want to do better?
Nah, I mean, I was more respected in my field, even though she was considered more successful because of winning Last Comic. But she was only doing comedy 3 years. But the difference, everybody's like, what's it like dating a female comic? If a female comic is funny, I get along with the ones that are good. The ones that aren't are the ones that always complain. I don't understand, she's like she's a solid comedian, and that made it easy. It wasn't like, because we kind of hooked up before I saw her perform, and I remember the first time going, God, please be good.
Right.
Because if you suck, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
I'm going to get laid. I'm going to have to fake some enthusiasm. It's hilarious. Okay, pants off.
Now, if you guys were doing something, if you guys are out, you're doing something, and something inspires a great bit, would you have to fight over who gets to use it?
Yeah. But here's the thing: is we would be sitting there talking, and it's like that with every comic, because there'll be a moment when everybody's riffing, then you're like, all right, who owns that?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have to really literally go, well, you came up with the premise, because there's a premise and there's add-ons, and then everybody chimes in, and then it's like, all right, who owns the bit? It's usually the person that comes up with the premise, But that kind of happens.
How long were you guys going out?
A year and a half.
And it just kind of ended?
Yeah, but it was one of those things where we were just, we were okay with it.
Yeah, right. I get you.
And we still hang out every now and then. We're still good friends, and it was mostly the stress because she was on a tour for 9 months, and I was on the road, and and you don't see each other
How do you
for a
even do
while.
that? Yeah.
And then you just become friends again.
Right.
And
if you can do the traveling, and living in the places that you have to live on a temporary basis, it's a pretty good job. It's kind of fun.
Dude, it's awesome.
If you're a comedian or an entertainer, you crave the attention. You love being up on stage, you love being on microphone, and you love getting the response from people. It's a pretty good job.
Yeah, and it is, but I don't like when people try to give altruistic qualities to what I do. Like, oh, you're making people laugh. No, it's a very self-centered thing in a sense because, you have these ideas. And I always say I care about my audience, but I'm not going to cater to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's more like, for me, I talk about a lot of things. I tell a lot of stories. Yeah. But I need to get it out. And sometimes I don't even care if they're laughing. You know what I mean? I just got to talk. Mm-hmm. I'll talk your ear off. You know what I mean? I talk like a chick.
Yeah.
I don't shut up.
Yeah. Boyer, who was the comedian we went to see when you big-timed me?
Tosh. Daniel Tosh.
Daniel Tosh. You know Daniel?
Yeah.
He's very funny.
From Miami.
I saw him do a show here in San Diego. Boyer and I went to the show. And he said something at the beginning of his show that I totally stole from him. that I use here, and that is he did something. He said something, and the audience went, oh, and he goes, oh, let me tell you something. This is my show. I'm going to say some stuff you don't like, okay? Get over it. And because, I get these emails and stuff from people, I can't believe, what are you talking about? You're stupid, blah, blah, shut up, go to hell. It's like, it's my show. I'm going to say some stuff you don't really care for. Go get your own.
Well, that's the thing is people don't get it. It's you can't please everybody.
No.
That's my beat. And again, man, I hate the right wing, but I hate liberals more. Just because they claim to be so open-minded, unless you don't agree with them.
Right?
And then like even in LA, like you say anything they don't like, they go, "Oh, boo! Really? You're laughing at everything else?" You know what I mean? By the way, thank you for keep giving me the Pellegrino.
You're absolutely welcome.
Hello,
refreshment. It's delicious. It's
this
crisp.
is for you. God bless.
Look at you.
Go ahead, take it. Take the guys to lunch.
Yeah.
Look at him throwing the money around.
Wow.
Hey, go get yourself something pretty, dog.
Go ahead, dog. Take them out to lunch.
Get yourself something pretty. At least you didn't scribble all over it like Ruth did.
I know, and I had to spin that yesterday.
And what was the look you got?
I specifically did one of those blind boxes where you pay to park by the hour.
Yeah.
Like, good, I can get rid of this damn $5 bill.
It's a terrible thing hauling that thing
awful.
around. We had a bet yesterday, and Shelly won the bet, and Ruth, she's in a different studio there, lost $5, so she defaced Abe Lincoln, put a big bullet hole in his head.
Pipe and bleeding from the head.
Blood dripping down his face. Draw a little John Wilkes Booth behind him.
Yeah, you should have done that.
Don't give her ideas.
You should have done an action shot of Booth, leaping off onto the stage.
It takes away my incentive to win.
Screaming out his Latin.
Where are you from?
Oklahoma City.
Okay.
The South.
Well, no, I could tell because you're pretty cool.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're not like
Shelly's a doll.
Yeah, like you could just tell, like.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Shelly's a doll. She's the best.
Well, thank you both.
Ruth is from out in Amish country? Pennsylvania.
Spent my summers in South Jersey at the beach.
Emily there from the smartest city. She's from Seattle. Hates men. Don't try anything.
See, that's my thing, too, the Amish. Like, if you're going to be a religious extremist, go Amish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because they don't bother anybody.
No.
People go out of the way to mess with them. They're making really cool furnaces now. Have you seen those heaters?
The fireplace guys.
Dude, I almost bought one just to buy one.
They look cool.
I haven't seen it. What is this?
Oh, they're making these, like, portable fire. They're like heaters that you could take in any room.
You don't need a flue, and there are no ashes.
It's amazing.
It is. It's like
they're pretty crafty
who
people.
Who would think that these guys who don't even have any modern conveniences created this great modern convenience?
It's pretty good. They're on I'm up at like 3 in the morning.
Infomercial stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if it's not that blanket with sleeves, I'm not paying attention to it. Snuggie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that Jedi thing is awesome. That's what it looks like. That's what reminds me of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But if you buy the Amish fireplace, you don't need the Snuggie. It's good.
The thing that cracks me up about these commercials and stuff that they sell on TV is I love the beginning of the commercials where the people are struggling with their wallet. My wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy sits down. Oh, my back. Oh, my God. They bring out a piece of bent metal and it saves his life.
Wow. Yeah, they're like, does this happen to you?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't happen to anybody.
I'm not an idiot.
These people sitting on a couch. This woman is sitting on a couch and she's got just a sour face on. My life sucks. I can't stand this because my blanket doesn't stay on. They just crack me up. These morons are trying to. All right, now listen. We have an acting role for you in this new infomercial we're doing. You have to be the woman who can't work a blanket. Now you just improvise, okay? It's sliding off.
I can't make it stay.
Telephone's ringing. I'm going to lose an arm getting. Oh God, they're so stupid. Anyway.
The Snuggie, the idea is great, but really, how hard is it just to take your arm around a blanket?
Or put a sweater on.
That arm is in peril the minute it comes out from under the blanket. Like feeding your arm to a lion. It's perilous, Brett. You don't understand.
It's going to freeze and fall off.
I still want to do the Snuggie pub crawl, though. I think that sounds like a fun idea.
What is that?
I hear it's sweeping the Northeast, where it's cold, that everyone's getting their Snuggies on, and so they don't drink and drive. They're just going from bar to bar in their
Doesn't
Snuggies.
getting your Snuggie on sound like something else?
Isn't that how cults start? Like, if you're going to see all these people in Snuggies, you're like, what are they, monks?
They look like a cult.
What are you going to bust in a Gregorian chant?
That's it. They should be wearing Nikes and eating the chocolate pudding
Exactly.
and going to the spaceship.
My buddy Steve Byrne, brilliant comedian, and I'm prefacing this because it's his joke, but he talks about that guy. Hi, Billy Mays here.
Yes.
He's like, why are you yelling?
Yeah.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But he's got a microphone. He doesn't need it.
But he's, you know what I'm talking about?
I get
And he sells
OxyClean,
everything.
whatever. He does OxyClean and a bunch of other stuff.
Do you know Jay Moore?
Yeah, I know.
Jay's got this new TV show, which I think is so good for its first year, called Gary Unmarried. And he's sitting there watching TV, and his wife is trying to get his attention. Typical thing. He's got his hand in his pants watching TV, and then, hey, turn off the TV. Hey, when Billy Mays talks, I listen, man. He was paying total attention. So you were talking about the right, the left. It's blamestorming crap. Well, all everyone's talking about now is this bailout of every failed bank and company in America is going to get tax money.
Everybody, go to YouTube, go to Cincinnati Tea Party. All right.
What is that?
It's almost, and I want to say it's a libertarian movement, but I'm a third party guy, man. And we've been hijacked. We just went from corporate CEOs to trial attorneys. That's what we pretty much went to. And I'm sick and tired of this making the Democrats out to be like they're gods, and they don't care. Dodd put these bonuses in this bailout. He denied it, but later he put it in there.
Right.
You know, and if you ever notice that, every Democrat's an attorney. That's who supports the Democratic Party. Obama attorney, Clinton attorney. They're all attorneys. It's all crap, and we're getting hijacked. And I'm glad this is happening because I've been broke my whole life, and I'm not just saying. I was like free lunch program. I was on free breakfast. Yeah, I was raised by a single mom. I want this to happen because America needs a kick in the. Can I say ass?
Yeah.
Apparently.
America needs it. We need it. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to wake up. Like when you were talking about those Real Housewives of Orange County, that's disgusting.
That's
those
real,
people
though. That's the way they
disgusting.
are. I know it. And that's why I couldn't stay in the room.
Yeah.
It was frustrating me so bad. I'm like, this is going to keep me awake. I'm going over and there's and I was gone in 10 seconds.
Well, your wife is used to that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, in so many different ways.
Well, whatever.
Absolutely.
And, I'm so mad, too, because I was working a bit out. Louis C.K. did this rant on Conan O'Brien. But mine was similar to that. I read this book. It's called The Progressive Paradox, and it kind of inspired the bit. And when I see him, I'm going to ask him if that's where he got it from. But it was always an idea, like, how we're just so spoiled. You know, like everybody's like, it stemmed from the plane. Everybody always complains about the delays. I'm like, yeah, you ever try a covered wagon? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we got to start taking it back, man. And I'm sick and tired of the Democrats being put up as these for the people, and they're not. They could care less. And I think there's like 11 dudes that screwed America up in general. And even Bill Clinton sucked. I'm sorry. We've had 16 years of two douchebag presidents. All right? I kind of like Obama. I like what he's kind of doing, even though the bailout, I'm so against socialization.
Yep.
Well, that's what it is.
I know. Like, they've redefined government. This government was not created to, listen to me, people out there. This government was not created to clothe you, feed you, house you, take care of you. That's your responsibility. And I'm looking at the mic as if I'm really talking to people.
They're listening.
You need a couple of 3 and 4 year old daughters to lecture. Look, you got all this lecture in you. You are ready to go. You are all fired up now.
I am pray to God I don't get daughters, man.
I've got 2.
You will.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
you will.
2.
I mean, when they're young, because I used to teach elementary school.
Get out.
Wow.
And little girls are the best. They're so, but once they turn 12 and 13, and then some guy's going to try and, do to them what their father did to their mother.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And I feel bad for women because you got to put up with that stuff.
It's terrible.
The stuff we make them do, man.
I know it. I know it.
I've been with girls, I'm like, you really did that?
I'll tell you another great story from a comedian. What's Robert Schimmel? Very funny guy.
Awesome.
And he tells a story about how he was teaching his daughter how to drive. And she tried to make a U-turn and ended up driving into a building. She smashed the car into a building. They get out of the car, and the first thing she says is, okay, Dad, you don't have to pay me allowance this week. And he's like, pay allowance, you're going to be blowing the body shot guy. And the audience goes, oh. And Schimmel goes, she's going to be blowing someone. I might as well get some money out of the thing.
That's awesome.
Don't think about it.
I was going to have to chip in and blow him for the deductible myself.
Let me tell you something. My older daughter, has been dating for a couple of years now. She's almost 17.
Get out of here.
It's almost 17. What's that?
Yeah, you have a 17-year-old?
I have a 17. Yeah, she'll be 17 in a couple of weeks here. And so, she's had a couple of dates over the years. And, I don't do this stupid thing where you're cleaning your shotgun, where your intentions. But every time I do meet a new kid, I bring him into my office and I sit him down and I say,
here's a wet nap for where you've wet yourself.
No. I say, what kind of car do you drive? Oh, okay. You're going to be speeding with my daughter tonight? No. Are you going to be drinking with my daughter tonight? No. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's go get her. I just do a couple of quick questions just to see what's going on. But then you start thinking about what he wants to do. And it's just...
Dude, we'll get back to the Jersey thing. I have a buddy of mine that went on a date with a girl whose father was a successful Italian businessman in the northeastern region. And I'm not even kidding you. And she had two brothers that were just as nuts. And my buddy came back from the date, and he was just like, and I'm like, dude, he told me that they went over there for dinner, and they put bullets in his plate.
How do you do it? How do you date the daughter of that guy?
You can't.
How did anyone ever date Meadow Soprano?
Well, let me tell you about the Piccioni family and Tony with his cigar. So many men this is childhood friends in Oklahoma City, grew up with the Piccionis. Tony always had a cigar in his mouth. And when the guy was inappropriate, the cigar went flying and I'm coming out. And the guy was already running. I mean, every kid had to stand up in front of him. And he said, let me see your wallet.
And I understand that. But, was Tony Piccioni, was he a plumber or something like that?
He'd been in the service.
He wasn't
military
a
guy.
Don.
He was not a Don.
I mean, how do you date
But to a little kid in Oklahoma?
Of a gangster. How do you do it?
It's like you can't. I mean, honestly, I've never been in that situation.
And how does the girl have a life?
My grandfather, a guy came and picked her up. He was wearing jeans. He made him go home and change.
I love that.
I've been through that.
And there was another time she met this guy this guy Rocco. She was in love with him. Mm-hmm. She was telling me the story. And he finally asked her, he's like, wear my ring. I mean, it's like in the 50s or whatever. Right. And they were kissing, and my grandfather grabbed my mother out of the car, pulled them out, took the keys out of the ignition. The kid's just sitting there, dragged her in the house, came out, and he wouldn't let the kid leave. And, he shook him around a little. And she didn't hear from him, she told me, for a year.
Yeah.
He wouldn't look at her or nothing.
Stop, I'm having a flashback.
But, you ever hear that expression, be careful of a guy who says there's no such thing as an honest man?
Yeah.
Because he's admitting he's not honest.
Right.
Italian men are like that because they know how we are.
Yeah.
Italian guys, man, we're horrible.
You're getting all fired up.
We're so bad.
You're getting all fired up.
We're so bad, man.
Brett, it was great to meet you.
Getting all
You're
fired
going to
up.
have daughters. Now you've just whammied yourself.
I know. My little brother's going to have a kid.
Good.
Yeah, so
congratulations.
It's
You'll be
not an
uncle.
easy-
You'll be uncle.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Brett.
I'm excited.
That's an easy job. That's just all fun.
That's
There's no
what I
bad
told
stuff in it. All right, Brett has two shows tonight and Saturday. Those are 8 and 10:30 in La Jolla at the Comedy Store. Here's the number. Got to make reservations. 858-454-9176 for the La Jolla Comedy Store on Pearl Street. 2 tonight, 2 on Saturday. Brett Ernst, thank you for coming in. Welcome to the KGB. I hope you'll come back next time.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you having me, man. It's a lot of fun.
101.5 KGB FM San Diego, the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw, putting her back in the box for Saturday. It's Boyer racing with you at the Miramar Speed Circuit on Wednesdays. Get signed up at 101kgb.com. We race the Miramar Speed Circuit for free. All thanks to Sombrero Mexican Food and Catering. Get to 101kgb.com. Use the keyword racing. That is the website where you can also go and use the keyword jokes and vote for our Sweet 16 Jokes of the Day. If you don't recognize the jokes by their description, go ahead and click on the link. You will hear them, download them, podcast them, keep them. Make it your opportunity to score 16 of the coolest Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Show Jokes of the Day for your very own. It's all at 101kgb.com. All right, we are back with you Monday morning, 5 a.m., full strength here on the 101.5 KGB FM San Diego. It's Boyer. Thanks to you for being here and making us part of your Saturday like we do every Saturday from 8 until noon or whenever we're done. It's the best of Dave, Shelley, and Chainsaw Show, and this is the KGB. See you Monday. Bye.
It's the DSC on KGB. 101.5 KGB, world-class rock.
Experience live streaming at 101kgb.com.
Visit Curly Beer Support, we've got your ride on Claremont Mesa East of 805.
Gary Hurtiga
Mesa speaking for the giant Kearney Pearson Ford. That's right, San Diego, we've got your ride. If you're in the market for a late model used Ford truck, Kearney Pearson Ford's hosting a used F-Series extravaganza like San Diego's never seen. Nearly 50 used trucks, 4x2, 4x4, Super Cab, Super Cruise, Super Duty, turbo diesel custom trucks featuring lifts, wheels, entertainment system, custom grills, and more. Choose a beautiful certified Ford truck and get a 6-year, 100,000-mile factory warranty, plus incredible low APRs from Ford Motor Credit. We've got your truck in the style you want. Save big with models ranging from 2004 to 2008. Super Cab, Super Cruise, Super Deals. Kearney Pearson Ford sells more used vehicles than any other Ford store in the county. Come over to Kearney Pearson Ford right away for the best selection. Visit our 10-acre facility or check us out online at KearneyPearsonFord.com. Kearney Pearson Ford's a proud member of the Sunroad Corporation.
Visit Kearney Pearson Ford. We've got your ride on Claremont Mesa, East of 801.